Hi, everyone.
Hi. I'm gonna put a lot of bread in my mouth, so I don't talk anymore.
Welcome in. I had the thing hovering.
Did they
and
hear
then
that?
No.
Okay.
I had the thing.
All of that should have been a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They don't want to hear that.
Our youths.
Welcome in. We are the NAT30s, and this is Bums of Greenest, do Tyranny of Dragons. We are not technically down in Erdnot, but he is in the house because we lost our babysitting for the day, so he might be a disembodied voice while we are playing the game.
Ooh, spooky.
Our audio is much better today. And then Pat's here. He's here, just give him a minute. So welcome everybody. We are continuing with our game. I'm gonna make the announcements real fast. For those of you who don't know, we have a Patreon. It starts at $1 per month, and you get an automatic entry into our monthly giveaway, among other perks, like a special Patreon-only mug, which allows you to join the mug club, which I do have to get better. We have to get better about posting pictures to remind people that you can post pictures of your mug on social media and tag the NAT30s and Dnd, and you will get a prize. I'm going to be picking 2 winners in a few days on the 16th, 15th, 16th, who will get a prize for their mug. So, speaking of...
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, Zach. Nice
I'm so
to
used
see
to
ya.
having a tan, but I didn't get to go outside
I am going to
last year.
start the...
So,
I'm going to start the giveaway. So, those of you
It
out
looks
there, we are
terrible.
doing
Very
a
white
Dnd giveaway today.
Very white
Our
hats.
lovely sponsors.
OnlyFans.
You can type !ticket. What happened?
Ticket.
Ticket! !ticket. I don't know if you guys were waiting for me to say something.
No, we were talking about OnlyFans.
Oh, OnlyFans. Okay.
Or Only Farmers. I don't know which one it was.
And today we are going to be giving away our almost critical dice. So for those of you out there, every month we do a monthly giveaway. You can use your channel points, you can engage in Discord, you can become a patron, and you will get entries into our monthly giveaway. This month the dice are called Aureate Ecto, and they are awesome. They're green with like gold in there. As with all almost critical dice, I can tell you what they look like, but you will, when you win, you will get to experience the beautiful craftsmanship.
They're gorgeous.
And they are light, they are gorgeous, they are green with gold. You're gonna love them. So this month, for April, we have another set that she is making for us, but I'm gonna draw the winner of these dice today during the break, or after the break, and it comes with its own tin, and it also comes with a portable. Ooh, what's this?
No.
It's been getting nicer and nicer with their like packaging and stuff. A portable dice tray with the NAT30s logo on it and Almost Critical logo. So we'll be doing that. Anything else? We got merch. We've got merch. Go to our link tree. Let me see if I can... Is this the one? Yeah, there we go. We did close our Etsy shop, but do not fret. Most of our things have become stickers, and if you win giveaways that we physically give away, I'm just throwing extra stickers and stuff in there, especially if you haven't won before. So
I know it's all part of the algorithm and all that, but I love that if I go into my email, you know how like Yahoo or whatever, I use Yahoo like an old man, but it'll pop up advertisements, and I saw the RX Saving Throw Up shirt from TeePublic, and it was like from the NAT30s, and I was like, oh shit, like
nice.
And then I realized, oh, it's the algorithm. They probably realize that I'm, you know what I'm saying?
But still.
But I was like, that's really
didn't
cool
pay
to
for
like just going through something that was completely unrelated, and it had like popped up. I was like, nice.
That's nice because we have not paid for any ads.
Let's see if I can get it to come.
All right. So anything else that's going on?
Should the screen cap.
That's just the NSA and their facial recognition.
Yeah. Nothing
Yeah,
else?
see, look, it's right there. See?
Oh, nice.
yeah.
How cool is that? Bam!
That was cool.
As everyone sees my, you made it. Well,
Alright.
look, because then you scroll and it's like completely different shirts.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
We made it.
yeah, there's
We
a
are
Wendy's.
famous now.
Oh, I'm fucking internet famous. Not what I thought I was gonna be internet famous for, but I'll
Save
take
throw
it.
up. Yeah, that one time you puked and he made a shirt out of it. All right.
With an earlier conversation, it just works way too well. First date saving throw up.
All right. Well, I got
How do I
nothing else.
transition that awkward topic?
And we
There
were.
might be a corn in there too.
Ugh. I mean, I think
Please-
you did.
you just
your
made
job
it-
accordingly.
Please,
Man,
please
you
hit
just-
the opening credits before
Yeah,
we
we're
say
gonna switch
anything
over
else.
our intro, and
You
we
just
will
made it
return.
disrespectful. How dare
I
you?
feel like I'm forgetting something compound related.
BD&D, Compound.
BD&D, great wonderful
Patreon.
sponsors, Patreon, Compound,
People who paint the minis, or is that under the
Old
compound?
Rogue Painting. We have not. When we get into the studio, we're gonna have a battle cam, and you all are gonna be able to see all the amazing minis. But thank you to Old Rogue Painting, who has been doing a beautiful job of painting the minis and getting them turned around real quick. Like I said, we're trying to take pictures when we do have battles for our Instagram and whatnot, but you'll see it soon. All right, I'll transition us.
I am full.
Alrighty. So,
I am full.
when last we left off, the Bums of Greenest were engaged in a subdued celebration, having successfully located and saved Macath the Crimson from Ara-Uthator, the adult white dragon. In doing so, you released a bit of the dragon's wrath against the Ice Hunters, who had also been stuck in unwilling service of the monster. Exiting the lair, you gave aid to help release a couple of tribesfolk from the jagged ice wall that was blasted across the village green, or the village kind of square right in the center. The chieftain thanked you for your help and offered to help you gather riches and supplies from the lair below, explaining that the ice hunters would be leaving within a couple of 10 days to lose themselves amongst the floating bergs. You spent a few days getting to know the people, excavate treasure, and rest. And Erdnot, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I'm going to begin with you.
Okay.
So you You wake up, well, you don't wake up. You are floating in the familiar, stark white space. It is so bright that you have to block your eyes for a moment. And you find yourself feeling in this familiar environment a feeling of relief, like a slight relief, because it has been at least 2 days since you lost your tome. And you have woken up disappointed each morning, and finally you know that you will be able to speak to Thulthrum as you are sitting there. So there you stand in this white nothingness. And that actually is a little bit of a difference from what you have experienced in the past. Normally you're floating. Now it is still white all around you, and looking down you can't see anything or any kind of change in the depth of space that is around you, but you can still feel that there is solid ground beneath your feet. And it is completely silent.
You're a dog.
Except for a
Cue
dog.
the dog.
So as you stand there, there is silence all around. The white just expands beyond any kind of vision that you may have, unable to gauge distance. And it's hard to measure time here, but the silence just continues. Are you doing anything?
I will call out his name that I can never pronounce. Wolfram!
Okay. So you call out, and you don't hear an echo, despite it being just what appears to be open space. There's no echo, there's no nothing. Your voice kind of just disappears out into the expanse there. But it remains completely quiet.
That video game thing where you're just sitting there tapping your foot, looking at your watch, looking up at the screen, waiting for the character to move you.
So, as I mentioned, the time is very difficult to measure, but eventually you hear a sound of Thulthrum's voice coming out from the space around you. There's no clear source, it's coming from just everywhere all at once. And it's just sudden. And he says, "It is Key, Erdnot Brewbottle, the Avenger, that you set aside your rage for the tasks ahead. You will be tested beyond anything you have known. Let loose your fury when the time is right. Practice restraint. Show mercy. Should you fail, should you fall short of success, the path you choose will impact the Brewbottle clan for generations to come."
I understand. I will endeavor to do as you ask. Find any judgment, even though it made perfect sense at the time. And bring my clan honor and appease you and the gods.
So you stand there looking around at the nothingness, and there is no answer that comes. And then you wake up, your eyes opening, just kind of very calmly and gently in the village hall. and it is the fourth morning, the morning that you are all slated to leave. And the first thing that you see on the ground next to you is your pact tome, slightly weathered, resting there as if it has always been there.
Oh, yay.
Yay. And
I mean, in all fairness, dealing with an Oath of Vengeance paladin. Come on.
so we rejoin you. You're kind of thinking back on this as
Back tome just disappears before his very eyes as he thinks that.
Cocky bitch.
Right. Don't get cocky.
Like Trump to kill. I'm angry and vengeful.
So you actually are kind of thinking back on this morning as you were walking towards the boat with the larger group and the frost skimmer crew, just feeling that relief and just that drive to make your patron proud. And as you're continuing on with the Frost Skimmer crew, McCath, the Ice Hunters, and the Bums, you feel a slight sense of foreboding just recalling what Thulthrum said and noting that this time he never showed himself to you. And, whether or not that means anything, you just continue walking along. Today the weather appears to be cooperating for everyone. For the most part, it's bright and sunny. There's still a wind that whips through every once in a while. It kicks up snow and it makes that glittery kind of pattern in the air. People are in good spirits all around you. Erdna, you can see Mendnetz and Arik. They're like signing to each other. Arik has a big rug on his back. Micaiah is kind of following behind the Mendnetz and Arik. Just a short distance and is very quiet still. Barking Seal, the Chieftain, and Orca Heart are bringing up the rear of the group to see everybody off of the iceberg. You notice Zan is a good beat ahead of you and is weaving through the crowd as you get closer to the boat, and he slides up to Abaddon, who looks especially bundled up this morning. I'm curious, but then you feel a little tug to your left and you look to see Quiet Fire is looking up at you with a smile, all bundled up in their furs with their face peeking through. You still there? He's trying to...
were you talking to me?
Yes, that entire thing was for you.
Oh boy.
I know it's hard. It's hard. He's in the house with the kids, so I'm just gonna pivot. I'm gonna pivot.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know I was expecting. I thought you were just describing the next morning in general.
Nope, that was from your vantage point.
It's a very short vantage point.
Who's McNett or whatever the hell?
Mendnet is the guy that that Arik saved in the.
Okay, I thought so, but I wasn't sure. I don't remember hearing his name.
Okay. McNets.
That's what he called him, right?
It's the founder of a seafood fast food restaurant.
Boy, it's McNuts.
Oh my god.
That's what he's gonna do when he gets off this. That's what he was waiting for. He's been waiting to get off this island so he can found his seafood restaurant. But this dragon,
Fucking everything up.
fucking it all up for generations. It was his father's idea that he was trying to see through, and
Also a netman.
He had dreams of franchising and everything.
right.
Now that's
Cat.
the story.
He's desperately signing, asking us what city we're going to, and Ark's like, I don't know.
Alright, so I see that, and then I see Zan slide up to Abaddon, but like...
So you see Zan slide up
Is it like a, hey baby slide, like Johnny Bravo, or like...
God, she hopes so.
You know, they're fairly they're a little bit ahead of you, so you see Zan slide up, but then Quiet Fire, the little halfling or half something, half high elf, the little kid has come up to your side and like tugged on your clothes.
Hello, little one. Here's some jerky.
So they like take it. They're all really bundled up. You can like kind of only barely see their face poking out of the furs all around, and just smile and take it from you. And you learn you learned a couple of words in their language, and so they say thank you in Uluik, and you know that that's what they're saying. Cheese Cat wants to know what's for dinner. For dinner this evening, what do we
Meat
have?
muffins!
Meat muffins, mashed potatoes, green beans, and...
I didn't make meatloaf. I made meat
Croissant.
muffins, and courtesy of the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, that's our dinner. We should take a picture.
I
of
did.
this spread. Oh, good. Awesome.
Excuse me. I did.
All right, so yeah.
I want Kat to move to Massachusetts so she can hang out and eat with us. Do it! Come on. Drive your car over here.
Just drive. Drop everything and drive. Yeah, so Quiet Fire.
Do it if you're ready to pay a ton in taxes.
Yeah, there you go.
Sunday is for fantasy worlds. Let's not do
Yeah.
that.
You can't bring taxes.
You've got plenty of taxes to pay in Waterdeep.
I thought we already prepaid our rent
No,
by a
those
few
just
months.
those were your employees. So, all right, I'm gonna, just because it's difficult. Quiet Fire takes the jerky and then just walks alongside you, and you notice Zan leaning over to Abaddon. So Abaddon, as you tried desperately to make your way to the boat, you were very, very close to McCath, who has been sort of escorted by one hand up the gangplank to the ship. Actually, it's not a very big ship. Across the gangplank to the ship, so that she wouldn't get anything wet. And you were right there, and then Zan just whoop, right up to the side of you, took a peek into your coat, and
Creep.
yeah, like a total creep. Total creeper.
Just like, hey, what you got there?
So Zan,
What's that you got there, Abaddon?
What? What is he talking? What do you mean?
I'm not very familiar with tieflings, but I don't think you would be showing after one night with McCarth. Seemed to be hiding some sort of round object.
Dan, I can show you, but we have to get on the boat first.
Alright. Let's
Let's
go.
go.
welcome in, Raiders. So
There you gullible bastard.
so Zan and Abaddon, you head up onto the deck of the Frost Skimmer, greeted by Captain LaRusta, who's standing there, just goes, slaps you on the back, Zan, as you walk by, followed by Arik. Mendnet's just kind of nods and...
Arik's gonna do that classic handshake, we'll see each other again someday, my little Inuit buddy. You know?
Yeah.
Good luck with the franchise. Good luck with the restaurant.
He signs.
All I want is one dish named after him. That's all. The whole time he was just going, Arik, just repeating his name like one dish at his new restaurant named after him for saving his life.
We'll see.
That'll be payment enough.
Double fire song with cheese.
Nick
I was
Fire
gonna
song.
say it's that. I think it was Swedish. That canned fish that as soon
that
as you
horrible
Yes.
fermented shark or whatever it is.
that'll be the dish Arik
Hey, it's something.
because
The
it's so
rocket.
strong.
The rotted shark meat. Yeah, so
Hold the poison, because that's what we got was before.
So you head up into the onto the deck of the ship there, carrying that carpet on your back.
So excited.
It's all rolled up. Erdnot, you kind of bring up the rear a little bit with, or Micaiah comes up right after you, actually, quietly.
Could you remind? Was there any like area on the boat? I know it's mainly a long ship, but was there anything other than like the captain's quarters that was like set aside that Abaddon and Zan can go to?
So there's not really even captain's quarters. It's like there are areas that are set up with like tarp type setups. So like under the boat in the very, very shallow underbelly of the boat. I don't know what fucking ship terms. It is that's where supplies are,
Mhm.
but everybody tends to sleep up on the top.
On the
So
top.
there's areas that you could.
Yeah, Zan would lead to one of the areas he knows that people, because he knows that Abaddon doesn't want everyone to know yet.
Okay. Yeah, and it's pretty busy. Like people are talking. A lot of the Frost Skimmer crew made their way back and forth, and everybody got to know each other fairly well, even though it was only 3 days. You were like working hard next to each other, sharing meals, and celebrating the fact that everyone's going to be able to get off the iceberg alive for the most part. You helped them set up little memorial around the that wall of ice that they lost a couple of people in when our Uthator flew overhead, and so everybody's like, it's gonna be several minutes as people are getting back onto the ship, and you've got time
Are
to.
the ice hunter people like coming with us on the boat?
No, nope. None of them are going with you. They are going to be gathering their own stuff and taking off on their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
And before or not, book gets on the boat, he rustles the little girl's hair, and then he gives her a handful of hops and says, "When you get to fertile land, plant these flowers."
So,
Got nothing else to give her. I could give her a dagger.
Quiet Fire.
You're either gonna give her a weapon or drugs.
Yeah.
She's just gonna eat them.
Yeah, I know.
And
Everything
Actually,
you've gave to her
Flower.
before was edible.
And
well, they're kind of like little, yeah, so you see Quiet Fire looks at it and smiles and then pops one in their mouth, and like chews on it, and it's like,
Technically can.
is like crunching on it. Like,
No. And I make a gesture like I dig the snow like a hole like in the powder snow and place one in. I go in dirt, put in dirt, and then it grew.
okay, so then, the kid just kind of like nods like, oh, yep.
Does she swallow the hops?
This child
Just
that
is, like,
that
chewing
probably
it, like-
has lived her entire life on this iceberg and never actually seen dirt.
Yes.
Or trees.
Yeah, pretty much. So actually, as you are standing there, handing that off to Quiet Fire, the older woman, the half elf that you all were able to save, what was their fucking name? It was Bellowing Moon, the half elf who almost lost like her life essentially, because you can't lose that lower half of your body. But she just like kind of comes over. She's using something to aid her walking at this point. And unfortunately, the dwarf that you saved, he ended up losing his leg. There was just nothing. His arm was okay for the most part. He'll have to do some physical therapy, but his leg was not able to be saved. It was pretty much dead at that point. So, but she comes over and just like smiles at you, and you see the child and the half-elf woman. They just talk back and forth, and then she nods, and you get the impression that Quietfire explained what you might have said, or at least explained that you have to like bury these, that they're seeds, essentially.
It's good enough for me.
All right. You head up onto the frost skimmer. Zan and Zan and Abaddon find a quiet place.
Abaddon will be like, approach Zan.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, look at this. And I'll just like kind of for a quick view.
All right. I saw. Why did you take that?
Listen. If I know that everybody says that dragon isn't going to come back for us, I know that it's like they said it was going to be, months or weeks or however long they say. I don't trust that thing, and if it comes around, then we have this and we can show it to it, and maybe it will leave us alone on this god-awful boat in this terrible place. If it comes back, I don't want to be frozen again. And she's going to be like kind of like frantically, Dan! Like that.
So you took the egg as some sort of fail-safe if the dragon comes back.
Yes. It was part of its shit. It will want it, and then maybe it will leave us alone. I don't give back all the treasure that I took, even though I really don't want to. Some of the treasure that I took, I'll give back. Maybe it won't miss all of it. Anyway, but this is one thing that at least, I can't be frozen again. It was too much.
Then why were you trying to hide it?
Because I wasn't sure what those frost skimmer people would do. And I don't really like Macath. And don't tell her I said that.
That was so earnest and real.
Don't tell her I said that.
That was like a child saying that on the playground.
Impressive show of bullshit on her.
What'd he say? I missed it. He thinks it's
This
bullshit.
was an impressive display of bullshit on your behalf.
Does Zan believe Abaddon before I say anything?
Roll an insight check.
13.
Roll a d20 and add either your persuasion or your deception, depending on what you are doing, and you do not have to say out loud what you're doing until we find out what you rolled.
Uh, 19?
Great. You believe her.
Abaddon, you don't need to keep things from us. We are a team here. We all work together. Sorry.
So I just noticed that you were talking like soup because I was like, "Fuck, what did he say?" I couldn't hear you from across the table. Sorry.
Stage whisper.
Yeah.
We're all working together here. There's no reason to hide that from us. I understand that feeling of not knowing, but together we have always tried to help each other. Don't need to keep secrets from us.
But Zan, if I told you that I needed this because I was scared, I would look like an idiot. I would feel weak, and then maybe you guys would hate me and not want me to go with you because I'm so useless.
You were not useless, and we would not fault you for being scared. We're all scared. None of us have ever done anything like this before. You're one of us. We're a team.
She's definitely jumping into his face and hugging him.
We are a family now to each other.
Well, don't tell anybody else. Well, maybe we can tell them later, but right now I don't want to look like the giant pussy on the boat.
And she hugged you for believing.
You shut up!
You're not there.
You shut
You
up!
don't know.
You're not even here.
I'm not speaking as her not, I'm speaking as one of the meta gods. Watching.
If it makes you feel better, I will not tell anyone else.
Not yet. Just for a little while. And in case nothing happens, I can just toss it overboard. What's the big whoop?
You found it, and it is yours, so you can do with it as you like. But if not everyone's going to know, it would be best to keep it hidden. Regardless, that egg is valuable.
Is it?
Dragons are very rare, and to have a dragon egg, many people would want to take that for the power that dragons hold.
How big is this exactly?
I would say it's probably about twice the size of that, and it probably weighs about 50 pounds.
Oh, okay.
And
You are struggling carrying
I
that
know.
thing.
Oh yeah, it's not the kind of thing
You're
like
carrying
you were
it. You're
holding
like
it.
walking
like,
forward like fuck.
Yeah.
It is the kind of thing that you were wrapped up in.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
holding
you
it.
may not know this, 2 of our friends owe someone dragon parts. So if you want to keep that quiet, I can keep it in the bag, as you won't be able to keep it on you for long if you don't want anyone to know. I spotted it right away, and we're about to be no more than 6 feet from somebody at all times. Unless you plan on sitting on it to waiting for it to hatch, someone is going to know.
She's just gonna look upset. Just let me hold it a little while longer, Zan, and then we can put it in the bag. Or I can hold the bag, and then I'll have the bag, and I'll have the egg, and it will be safe, and nobody would know. Do you want me to take it off your hands for a little while?
So you wanted to keep track of the bag again?
Well, I mean, no.
Lauren does
No,
not.
Lauren does not want to do that at all. But just to hold for our trip.
When you're ready for it, just let me know.
Okay. Thanks, Zan. She's just gonna hug him again.
Thanks, Avedon.
The idea, like, this is all happening. I reckon Erdnot walk in, take one look, and say, "That bitch has a dragon egg!" Like, it's just immediately obvious.
Yeah, you have to.
Weapons draw, ready to smash.
It's really big.
I mean, it's
Like if I'm wearing a
you
bunch
can-
of coats.
Yeah, you
it
can,
just looks
You can cover it.
Like your prego.
like I'm a pregnant
Dragon eggs
dragon.
are very rare. $7.95 at Walmart. Giant thing.
Can I hide it anywhere, like anywhere better? Like if I held it in my tail and put it on, like
In your butt?
I was definitely
Sat on it?
like
Wow.
or like
This uncomfortable hunk of metal.
like behind my body. Like is that a thing?
You're gonna have that badonkadonk.
Yeah. Can I have a great bum?
You're gonna walk and it's gonna like bounce as you walk. You're be like, oh Jesus.
So you can do whatever you want. What do you want to do, and how are you going to do it?
Then you'll plug it in her bum.
You can hide it on somewhere on the ship.
I can hide it in my bum. No, I'm
No,
not.
you
I'm not
can't.
gonna hide it in my bum.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
It's like trying to
When
walk
I
with
say-
a medicine ball. You're like, nobody notices.
Yeah.
When I say you can do whatever you want, I mean like,
You
know,
can try.
within reality, you can't stick it in your butt.
It's a hard enough task like that. Never mind twice the size and 50 pounds.
Right?
Yikes.
That's why I said,
Plus, what is this,
like,
a first
maybe
date?
You said you would never tell anyone about that.
Okay, so it's really is like there's nowhere that I can put it that's not gonna be noticeable unless I sit.
I mean, you've got bags, you've got backpacks, there are blankets everywhere. Like,
Do I have to see what's in my backpack? to see if I can.
You would.
Because I'd like to keep it on me, but if not, then if it's so obvious that it's ridiculous, then I'm going to ask for the bag. I'd rather.
Idea of you wrapping it up in clothing and drawing a face on it.
Wilson, yes.
I was thinking more like Boo from Monsters Inc.
You might be able to. I mean, I don't know if you'd have to take stuff out, but you could probably fit it in your backpack.
That's what I'm wondering.
It depends on what you have in your backpack.
Okay.
Yeah. That will
Do you want me to just check on that and?
I mean, here's what I'll say. You can. There are other supplies if you wanted to get a second backpack and put it in its own bag.
Okay.
And you can cover it with some stuff. And then
Yeah,
you can have,
I would
mean,
like
you
to
guys
do
went
that.
treasure hunting essentially, so you would.
Oh, right. Okay.
You have other things that you found. So.
That's definitely what I
Right.
would do rather
Yeah.
than have it.
So you just kind of find another backpack or bag on the deck of the ship that nobody's using, and you're able to put it in there. I'm gonna have you make a sleight of hand.
And you just stole someone's backpack.
Who
Yeah,
is
you-
this bitch? I don't even know who I'm playing right now.
I'm gonna have you make a sleight of hand check to see how good you are at putting it in with nobody else.
He's not gonna use that dice.
Bucket is like, did anybody see my
Oh, yeah,
back?
thank you. Oh no, it's only a 9.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
Yep.
Sleight of hand? You,
Plus 2.
oh, well. Okay.
But look at this. Where is it?
Oh, that's right.
All right.
So that worked
So,
Yeah, it did.
so you put the you pack it away there, and Arik, Erdnot, and Micaiah, you'll see Abaddon packing stuff away. Make an insight check. I'm not gonna have Micaiah roll because she's distracted.
Ooh.
It's a 17.
My.
Okay. Erdnot.
That was the most
Did you want me to
disappointed
roll
my.
for it?
You were
No.
my.
Oh well, my.
You son of a bitch. Just imagine the horns.
Oh well, fuck me,
Everything,
right?
everything is jangling as you say
All
that.
the jobs.
Just,
She's like trying to hide it, looks over,
I got a
you make
23.
eye contact with her. She's just like,
yeah, just like your earring swinging, but it's all the stuff hanging off your horn. Horn just jangle.
so Erdnot and Arik, you like it is a busy time right now. There's people coming onto the boat, talking with each other. Like hugs are being given. It's loud. You're still kind of saying goodbye to Mendnet, saying goodbye to.
Wait, even with a 23, I
Quiet.
didn't notice it?
No, I'm still describing.
Still going.
I was still describing.
Quiet, disembodied voice.
You notice Abaddon looking with the insight check. You notice her looking like nervous and packing something away. But you're otherwise engaged with other things going on as well. You were actively talking to other folks. So that is what you notice as you get onto the boat and see her talking to Zan and then doing her thing.
So Abaddon looking like Abaddon.
Yeah, she looked, yeah.
To
Really?
be fair, Arik is pretty preoccupied, even with the 17, with talking to his little buddy there, and with the magical feeling carpet that he's
Mhm.
holding up. Are we getting on the boat?
Yep, you guys
so
are
I'll break
on
up
the
the
boat,
conversation,
yeah.
say my goodbye, walk up the gangplank, and just. You said she just looks nervous. Like I know she's.
So
stuck and
she's
stuff like that.
done, yeah, putting stuff
So
away.
I'll just put my hand on, like, tap her on the shoulder. We'll be gone soon. No need to worry about the dragon or any more fighting for a while, hopefully. And he'll just keep walking. Like, just a little, like, you know what I mean?
Mhm,
Not investigating.
mhm.
I'm preoccupied with my carpet.
All right.
But not to remembering his earlier holy visit, so he's not going to start any shit. But he is looking at you, Abaddon.
He hates Abby.
Will remember
He does
that.
not. Wait, I missed that. What?
I said Erdnot will remember this kind of thing. It's just
Telltale.
noted in the top corner.
Telltale
Um,
Games.
So yeah, as the it takes like maybe half an hour or so, 45 minutes, just because people aren't really, you're not in a particular rush to go, but you are at the same time. It ended up being a much more pleasant experience once people got used to the idea of them leaving. Folks are thankful and thanking you all, thanking the Frost Skimmer crew who helped to dig things out, and the chieftain stands like at the edge of the ice as the Frost Skimmer gets pushed out, and you begin to head off. You see her, like, she says something in her language loudly, and everyone there is like, there's some clapping and people waving and saying bye as you head out into the open water.
A little handkerchief.
The translation, the dragon is behind you.
Look out. Yeah, so as you all are getting yourself settled on the boat and the rowers begin to start getting into their groove, the weather has held up pretty okay for now. Captain LaRusta, he comes over to you, Arik, at one point and is like, thanks for showing me that ship. That was like once in a lifetime.
It was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, glad I still have one good eye left to see it.
As Abaddon's like, what's my fucking egg?
Sorry, that was like real.
Yeah, it was quite the sight. Quite the sight. A lot easier to see that without any dragons or monsters or anything like that around, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what those ice hunters do
Yeah.
here on out.
Yeah. Hopefully they're alright.
Give them a new lease on life, all of you.
Yeah. A couple good deeds. Hopefully the future pays us back in kind.
Indeed, we still gotta get back. And, I mean, at least a straight shot we know how to get. As long as the weather cooperates, we know how to get there. This was the hardest part, finding something you've never been to before. Getting home should be good. But keep on your toes.
Yes, Captain.
Will do, Captain.
So he heads off. You see McCaff. She has like 2 big bags of stuff, and she just kind of sets herself up in a corner of the long ship, and she starts pulling out what look to be kind of scrolls that were probably from Marflub's library of things. And she just pulls them out, and she begins like flipping through scrolls and whatnot, just kind of quietly staying to herself for the beginning part of the journey.
Have all our interactions with her been like pretty friendly?
Yeah, so actually, Abaddon, you made a positive impression on her in the first night. Yeah, you got her to laugh.
that was
Oh wait, did I ball her?
That was
No,
a good
no.
first night.
Even though
No.
apparently it was a complete fucking lie. You hate...
Yeah, you.
You don't know that either.
For the first night, you like
Breaking the fourth wall.
they got to watch you engage with her, and she was laughing at stuff that you said. Like maybe it was because you were like naive, and she was entertained by that. But you have connected with her, and there are the two other tieflings on the boat are there as well.
Oh yeah, and I followed them around a lot. I want to go sit near McCann.
Okay. She.
Does Abaddon have her backpack with her?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yep. So she sees you approaching. Did you want to talk to her, or are you just gonna?
I was
sit?
just gonna go sit with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you go over and sit. And she kind of pulls the stuff a little bit away from your eyes, like your view as she's sitting there, but she smiles at you. You see her little teeth. It's like an awkward smile. She hasn't smiled all that much. Like when you first met her the first couple of times, there was no smiling at all. She was not impressed. She was not interested. Once she got her hands on the things that she has, her demeanor has changed slightly in that smiles and laughter have happened. So She smiles at you.
And my read off of her is basically like no suspicion or anything weird. Can I roll for that? Or something?
What are you trying to like glean from?
Why is she such a weirdo? I want to know, like.
Hey, bitch, why are you so weird?
She's been in kind of solitary confinement with a dragon for 3 years. So that could be it, but like, are you looking for something?
I should think about it some more. I'll wait on that. I'm just gonna sit with her.
If you just want to get a bead on how she's doing?
Yeah, just like on her vibe.
Yeah, you can roll an insight on that. I
Okay.
just didn't know if you wanted something.
Vibe check.
No, nothing. Yeah,
Vibe
vibe check. An insight? Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
insight.
That should be a roll.
It should be.
Vibe
Vibe
check.
check.
Vibe check.
That's a t-shirt idea.
12.
Right, Cuba?
12. Are you proficient in insight? Do you have any classes?
No.
30, yes.
Okay.
I passed the
So I would say she's just kind of. It's hard for you to gauge her vibe because you haven't known her all that long. She seems fine.
Okay.
You're just kind of like trying to read her face. Or she has like bright yellow eyes, just her whole eye, and so like you can tell that she's looking at you because you can see sort of where the irises, where the irises are, but she just kind of looks at you a little. But she also pulls away the things so that you can't really see.
Okay. I'll just.
She doesn't make small talk with you unless you make small talk.
She doesn't
with
make
her.
small talk. Okay.
No.
Was Abaddon flirty at all when they were getting along?
I don't know. Was she?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'll just get like closer than you should to a stranger
Okay.
and just kind of be in her space. Just say hi. Hi.
Okay.
Ugh.
Hi.
It's that, like in the office when Angela comes up behind you. Like, oh, fuck.
She just says like, "Hello."
Are you ready for this great boat ride? It's going to be crazy.
Actually, yes, I am.
You must
I'm
be
ready
excited to go home.
Mm.
Who will be waiting for you there?
Well, home for me is the host tower in Luskan, the Arcane Brotherhood. I don't know if they're waiting for me, but they should be there.
I'm sure they'll be waiting for you. You must have so much to talk about.
That I do, yes.
What is the most exciting thing that you cannot wait to tell the Brotherhood?
I think that you might not understand. But I have all of this wonderful stuff to bring to them, and we will talk about what I learned about the dragon.
What did you say?
The dragon.
Oh.
Old Artie.
Well, do you mind if I just sit with you for a little while?
Well, if you are going to sit with me, make yourself useful. And she kind of gives you a couple of scrolls that probably are more, they look more like maps than any kind of arcane anything. And you do remember that when you were in the scriptorium before heading down into the chute to go fight the dragon, she had said not to read any of the magical stuff before you went down. So she has that. She's got a couple of bags with her, and you can see like one of them is all the stuff she grabbed from Marflub's stuff, and then the other one is probably a bunch of books and things from that collection that she said not to look at.
Okay. But the maps are, she's giving them to
The
me.
maps-
Kind of to entertain me a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
The kid in the back seat of the car.
Yeah. She's like, here you go.
Just babysitting.
And they're very
It's the
interesting.
restaurant menu with the
Yeah, with crayons.
Crayons. The 4-pack of crayons.
I was gonna say when your little cousin is watching play video games, you give him the controller that's
Yeah.
not plugged
Yeah.
in. Like, help me.
They can color in the water blue.
Because Abaddon wouldn't even color in the lines. He'd just be like, yeah.
I mean, they
I want
are
the water to be purple.
they are very interesting maps. It is of the Sea of Moving Ice, which is where you are,
Mhm.
and what makes it interesting is that there are some landmarks. They're hard to understand exactly what they are because they're not written in common language. They might be written in some kind of language that the frog folk were speaking, but there's little markings here and there. Just dropped my thing. The hell?
What was it?
Dropping buttons.
Yeah, I lost the button.
Make sure you don't step on it.
There are little markings here and there that show that it was being charted out, or at least the bigger chunks were. And actually, interestingly, there is a map over there.
And we got a good lead up.
Of Icewind. Did it anyway. Other side.
Ah.
Well, now you got something to look at.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking
Now
at.
I can
There's
color
like the
for
Sea of
real.
Moving Ice.
We really are children.
Up, you doing it anyway. Okay.
Exactly.
It's like trying to
Pat
house
over here is
train.
gonna stop playing the Wiggle Worm game or whatever that was.
It's like trying to house train a dog. Don't stop it.
I just did it
Stop.
Okay.
super slow. I didn't knock anything over though.
No,
No,
you're
no,
good.
you did it again. It was like a magician.
Good mead.
Oh, there was no sound?
That's what every fucking magician does. These weird.
Sorry, folks. Fucking streaming, man.
What happened?
The sound disappeared for some reason.
Oh, they missed my magic trick.
Hey, Raravin, nice to see you. Okay, so yeah, you're given that, and you can see it's the Sea of Moving Ice. It's the land, Icewind Dale, and just some landmarks and whatnot. But yeah, she keeps you busy with that.
Arnott wants to sit down next to Zan and be like, "Oh, it's not our first dragon, but it certainly is not pleasant each encounter."
The freezing the last time we saw a dragon, I think left a mark on her.
That's all, though. I mean, we came out pretty victorious against all odds. You think she'd be more happy, especially with all the glitter and shiny things she took.
But not knowing where the dragon is, I think leaves her uneasy.
Aye, the foul beast could come back at us at any moment. Unless the boat had legs and would just run across this damn water.
That would be a sight to see, not.
Do not believe this?
Make an insight check.
He's fishing, but he's bad at fishing.
Make an insight check.
14.
You can make a persuasion or deception.
That would be a 15.
15. Or not, yeah, you, what I would say with it being that close, like, you believe Zan, because Zan doesn't tell lies or anything, but there's also just a little bit of a kind of, almost 300-year-old dwarf has been around for a while, so, like, you believe Zan because Zan wouldn't lie to you, but,
But Abaddon might.
But he's the lies of a child.
maybe. Yeah.
We didn't even need a roll for that, because that's pretty much exactly what I was already thinking.
All right. Anything else folks want to do?
I was gonna lay out that carpet and that fucking tripped me out for a second. I don't know why, but I thought that was...
I was gonna say, Ernot just, if he has any, seasickness left in his, medicine in his baggie, he's just gonna throw it overboard.
Okay. I actually would say you got enough. I think we had said that you brought enough for. It was like 6 days or something. Either way, he was coming to the end of it, so yeah, you can throw it overboard.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to have another accident of being hangry and smashing someone when it totally made sense and things going.
Did you say when it totally made sense?
Now he's blaming his seasickness
Frog
medicine for the rage, for the murder hobo moment that he had against the
What is
frog.
it, PCP? Fucking angel dust? You like to get wet?
Dude, I bought a baggie off of somebody on the docks.
It's a fair point.
All right.
Yeah, so Arik would lay out the carpet and try to maybe inspect it.
Okay.
Just look at it. You said he got a magical feeling off of it, so.
Yes. And actually, during your time there, McCaff would have told you what it was. She can. And so she had let you know that it was a magical carpet.
The description says I speak the command word.
Shag carpet.
Do I set the command word?
Magical shag
Did
carpet.
McCaff set the command word?
So you could say.
Well, in my like little tent area.
You not with a 5x. You don't have enough space to have a whole 5x7 rug out.
Okay.
On the boat. There's too many people.
Okay. Then Arik is just gonna roll it back up. He's not
Okay.
gonna do anything
Just
right now.
gonna look at it.
Oh, I had this vision of like laying it out, sitting on it, and saying, "Up," and it like hovering off the ground. He's just like, "Yes," and then just setting it back down and rolling it back up.
Oh yeah.
But I don't
no,
want anyone
it's-
else to see it.
Oh yeah, no, this is
No.
not. Unfortunately, that like little kid moment of just kind of sitting there staring at it, like you're
I want to
like-
get on my tricycle.
even as you were getting on the boat, like a
It's
couple
Christmas
of people.
Day, and you can't open your presents till your grandparents get here.
Yeah,
I think it's like Christmas Eve, and you know you can't open your presents till tomorrow, but they're a bike-shaped, wrapped
Yes.
thing, and you know exactly what it is.
Mhm.
So you can't hide that.
And you had a couple people who kind of like made fun of you a little bit, like as you were coming up. They're like,
Rug.
nice rug. Does the
Nerd.
carpet
Nice
match
rug.
the drapes?
Asshole. What an asshole. He takes a rug. What is
Yeah.
it? Is it like a nice, or is it just kind of like ratty? What's
No, it's nice.
It's
It
like a
is
nice
a
ornate rug.
nice. It's a nice carpet. It's got little tassels. I love it. I send you those TikToks of the guy with the tassels.
Yes.
I love him so
Can it
much.
look like the one from Aladdin? I literally want it to be the rug from
Yeah,
Aladdin.
sure. It looks like that.
like a
It's got
pumpkin.
gold tassels on the end.
I just want it to be my buddy, even though I know it can't be. I just want
Yeah, it's not
a carpet
sentient.
buddy. I know, I want a carpet buddy.
Just put googly eyes on it.
Yes!
It's like,
Googly eyes.
now you can name it.
Yeah. So
Pull it out and sleep on it, because you said it's like, get that like magical, slight magical warmth to it.
yeah.
So maybe it'll help, you know what I'm saying? And good luck stealing a carpet while I'm fucking laying on it.
I mean, where is anybody gonna take it? But.
True, fair point.
Well,
I mean,
maybe
off the
flies.
boat,
Yeah, they
they
can
Yeah.
just fly off
Could
the
just
boat.
fly off.
Yeah. So does that, the command word, it's not an attuned magical item,
It's not attuned, no.
right? But so can anybody, like, how does that work? When like I said it, but then if she got on it, she could just say something and it just takes off.
Yeah, so McCaff would have told you what
Uh-oh.
the command word was, having identified it for you, but you can make up whatever it is. So as long as you know what the command word is.
Oh, so you have to know what the command word is.
Yeah. you
Oh,
have to
it's
know.
Okay. So, but you can reset it if you know the pass. So it's kind of like you have to know your old password,
You
change the new
You
pet?
can't reset it. McCath told you what it was. You can make up what it was.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you
I got
added,
you.
but
All
yes,
right,
too.
cool.
Oh, I
You
see.
can
It's
you
just
can
got-
you can choose. Stuff.
Yes, you get to choose.
I don't know what this is.
Over the table.
Over the
I
table.
don't know.
This is when I'm talking to you, not your character. So
Is
you.
this a critical role thing?
No,
No.
this is just D&D.
This
Seems
is
like a critical role
actually.
thing.
No, this is
No,
like
D&D.
the hey, I have a real question outside of the game.
Oh, I've
or
never. No.
Joe,
Alright, so-
we did this like the first week that we played D&D.
We did that?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember?
yeah. You just not paying attention.
It was 2 years ago. A lot has changed.
Not this.
When was the last time I saw anybody do this?
Well, we were always on the internet too.
I know, right?
So yeah.
Yeah, so I'll come up with something and I'll check.
Yeah, whatever you want.
What-
So keeping in mind, like that, the thing that if you are unable to speak, it won't work. So. Okay.
Somebody I won't be telling the password to.
I don't even have to ask.
She'll just ask McCaff. Okay, so yeah, so you've got your
You don't even know it's magical.
It's true. I just think you're a weirdo on a rug. I kind of want it now. Like the tassels.
So yeah, you guys are all take off on the boat. The morning is cold but calm weather. As you begin to head southward on your journey back down to Waterdeep. And actually, at a certain point, about midday, you see McCaff. McCaff gets up from where she's sitting with you, Abaddon, and she heads over to the captain, and she speaks with him for several minutes up at his station. And you see him like nodding, and they're just chatting along, and then she turns around, comes back, sits down next to you, Abaddon, and continues with her work.
What is she actually? What is she doing, work-wise?
She's reading.
Okay.
She's like reading, and she's making notes in a notebook that she has. So she'll just like prop up a book and then kind of write.
Is she kind of keeping it from my view?
Halfway.
Yeah.
Like you get the impression that she doesn't believe that you would be able to read it anyway, which she's pretty much on point there. But you being a magic user, she's like
A little.
a little more open.
Yeah.
Like if one of the others came to sit next to her, she'd probably be like, "Can I help you?" But yes,
Well, can I whip out cougar husbandry?
you
And
can.
Just be like, I like books too.
She's like, "Oh,
Do you want me to read a little to you?
I mean, I am.
Are you
I am
working
literate,
really hard?
So
Huh?
I am literate. I know how to read.
Oh, well, you can look at it if you'd like, or I can read some to you, or maybe you're busy and you don't want to talk.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Sometimes I just do shit.
Do we have the gummy bears over there?
We do.
Snacks on snacks. Whoa.
Oh.
That's
oh God.
nat
Oh
20.
shit.
Oh, nice.
That's
Persuade
nat
the
30.
fuck out of me. You just talked her right out of her robe.
So she just kind of, she does a little like, okay, you can read some to me.
Okay.
Sure. Enlighten me on your book.
Alright, I'll flip it open. Just to any chapter.
Okay.
And just start reading the filth.
Out loud.
Yes.
Okay.
To her.
Her expression does not change.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I was trying so hard not to laugh and that fucking noise just
Just
came
start
up.
reading the
I
film.
start reading the film.
So
That fucking phrase just like crippled me.
so her expression doesn't change as you were reading, but you do see like there are some rowers who are close to you, and like a couple of them, like the ones that are facing you are like, and they're listening as you're reading. And then Nora Leah actually comes over and she just is like,
Just
story time? Alright. She sits down. She's like, I'm into it. Yeah,
Well,
alright.
this is kind of funny because McCaff is reading like a medical journal.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Peer-reviewed medical journal, and then Abaddon pulls up and is like, "I'm gonna read to you." She's like, "Sure." She pulls out a hot.
Yeah, right. Shows that, like,
It's
and
just
then
for the article.
his throbbing member. Yeah.
Do you have actual like pages of that book written?
She should.
Yeah, I should.
You should write
This
it.
is gonna be a thing now.
You should, you should make it some serious filth.
All right.
Like I want it. Like it should be so bad that if
It needs to be put in a notebook
If you're- if
and
you're-
just on the front it just says the filth.
I want it, it's gotta be so bad. I want you to have a hard time explaining it to your new fiance. To say, no, you gotta understand. This is for D&D. I want him to be like, you what?
This is for that game of
This
pretend
sounds
I
like
play
a-
with a bunch
Yeah.
of 30-year-olds.
Content right here.
I know. Anything extra goes on the Patreon. So.
Okay. All right.
This might have to go on
I think
OnlyFans.
everybody write a page, funniest smut that you can. Patreon.
We'll add it in.
That's a great
So,
idea.
Her expression does not
You're
change
gonna write
as
it
you
so
read it.
all the characters' names are just one letter off of all of our character names. It'll be Farik. It'll be Mabadon. It'll be Pan. Kurdnot.
Yeah, so she just kind of sits there listening as you're reading it, and her, like I said, her expression does not change. She's just listening to you, like a slight eyebrow raised, but that hasn't really changed the whole time. And Nora Lee is just like, yeah, all right,
Loving it.
it's been a while. And she's listening.
Too much time with this damn book.
Get over here,
And
buckets.
there's like certain points where you're reading, she's like, I love that like allegory. That's really good. That like alliteration there. That's, yeah. Who wrote this? It was a cultist, like a random cultist.
Remember I gave you that book in the castle?
Yeah.
But then you started writing stuff.
Yeah,
Abaddon
I did.
started writing
I did.
stuff
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Taking notes.
in it.
First dates, baby.
You get a little bit of a crowd as the
do's and
day
don'ts
goes
of
on.
first dates.
I know which one is under due.
I'm gonna have you all roll a d6. Oh no, two of you can roll a d6. We're gonna go with
Guys?
afternoon and evening as your day continues on. So it doesn't matter.
So
which
you
one.
guys are rolling d6s, or do you want?
Oh, that's
You
a
can do
1.
it.
Okay.
It's a 5.
All right. So you continue on the day. It's a nice day. Like as the midday comes, still clear. Everyone's kind of enjoying the lack of bad weather or any fear from a dragon. It's very clear out as you continue on your journey there. I'm just gonna roll on here too for fun.
For funsies.
For funsies. Let's go
What kind of tea
here.
today?
This is
All right.
some like flowery
Flowery
fucking.
bullshit.
There's honey in it.
Hey, I like honey.
It smells good. No, the honey's good. It's like in the tea.
Oh, nice.
You can
So
sniff
it's
it. You can try it.
Very
Let's sniff it.
uneventful day,
Smells good. Smells good.
which is a good thing.
We'll
For
take
the
that.
most part.
We'll take that out on a boat.
Yeah. And as the
Boats
evening
and harbors.
Fucking
Carolina as the wine evening- continues on, the weather stays very in your favor. And the sun begins to set, and yeah, you're good. They set up watches throughout the night. Is there anything you want to do before going to bed? Nope. Micaiah has been quiet and kind of sitting off on her own, just like staring out into the water. At a certain point, she disappeared for a little bit, like she just was nowhere to be found. But then you saw a like osprey just.
Irish
Fly
gonna
down.
cover his eyes.
It's not a seagull this time. You look up and you're like expecting one, and it's just she just kind of
Can I
coasts down.
Can I do
And
this so she can land on it?
she does not though.
Oh.
She just
Oh,
kind of
I was
flies
sad.
down and
Oh.
she spends more time by herself and just kind of like looking off into the water for the remainder of the day. Alright, so you'll kind of bed down, take some shifts to watch with the rest of the crew, but it is a quiet night, and as the morning comes, I'll have everybody here roll a d6. Morning, afternoon, evening. I will roll for the weather.
There's another 5.
It's a 2.
Alright,
3.
okay.
3. I couldn't say it.
Three.
3. It's 3.
It's like the
Because of the angle of your hood, I just see like the old like, like just beyond it.
it's like the
Like the goat
the
lips.
Tootsie Roll owl.
One.
How many licks does it take? 1, 2, 3.
So, as the morning starts and rolls in, you also see a shift in the weather.
Aww.
Yeah, you look off into the distance and you can see the clouds like darkening and starting to roll in overhead. Captain LaRusta like yells out to everybody like, "Storm coming! Get everything ready." And you, yeah, it begins to snow. By about like kind of mid-morning, the snow is like falling over everything. It becomes very difficult to see, and everybody it slows down. You all have been navigating around like ice chunks and stuff through this whole time, but now it's just like very, very slow moving, as Karish is in the front and like keeping an eye out for anything that's in the way. So you end up slowing down quite a bit this morning. Let's see. As the day continues, like you've slowed, and then about like mid-afternoon, the storm begins to like taper off. It wasn't anything crazy; it just slowed you down a bit. But other than that, you're good for the day.
Shouldn't have gotten with those gummy bears.
Is there anything you wanted to?
Abaddon's gonna be kind of sticking around McCath, like whatever she's doing. She's just gonna kind of be up her butt.
Okay.
Arik's gonna give Micaiah like a hug, just like I don't know. He's not great at talking about feelings and all that stuff, but he can tell something's bothering her, so he'll just wrap her up in a big hug and squeeze, and then let her go.
Okay. She hugs back. She's like, "Thanks, boyfriend."
Anytime.
But then she just gets quiet and goes away.
I figured. I
She
just
just kind of like pats you on the arm. She's like, "I just need some time to think."
We've been through a lot.
Yeah, boats, middle of the ocean is just a perfect place to do that. I got nothing else to do. I got some decisions to make, you know?
Well, you can talk to any one of us. You know, you can trust us all.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Abaddon's getting cozy with that McCath, huh? He's trying anyway.
Every tiefling she sets eyes on, it seems.
The other two might get jealous. They are not. They are just like hanging out with themselves.
Damn it.
I don't think so. That's a lot of horns and tails to deal with all at once, and things might get tangled up.
That's one of the chapters in the new book.
Horns and entanglement.
Tangled tails.
Anything Zan wants to do?
Or horny tails of entanglement.
Yeah,
Oh
there we
my
go.
god, I'm writing that down.
Horny tails. Ooh, that's good. Tails. Horny tails.
Let's see. All right.
I wish I had that.
So.
Incubi.
Yeah.
Like spell.
Travel.
In the meantime, can I be like Abaddon's kind of like not bugging McCath, but kind of like
Bugging McCaff.
bugging McCath.
Okay.
But like is interested in anything that she picked up. She's like she kind of wants to see it,
Mm-hmm.
so she's just gonna be like, you know, you
Just
want to see
there.
some of my stuff? And maybe like take out a couple of like I think I got some moonstones,
Mm-hmm.
some things. I'm just like, do you want to see what I have? Did you get anything cool?
She kind of looks at her and she's like, yes, this is my cool stuff. Yes, right here. Oh, what do you know about dragons?
Well, I'll tell McCath about being frozen in the cone by the other guy, and I almost died, and it was the worst. It was the scariest day, and I also know that dragons. Some of them can be a little sneaky. Some of them are a little smart. They seem all different, but I really haven't read that much. What do you know?
Well, I'm
Everything,
an
don't
expert
you?
in dragons. Yes,
You know everything about them.
I've studied for many years, and then being held captive was an interesting experience.
Oh, I wish you could teach me everything you know. I'm so curious.
But what would you like to know? Do you have any questions? I have a question for you. What was it like when you were frozen? What did that feel like?
It felt like I could think. I hope I'm saying this right because I think this is what really was it. Okay.
Whatever you want.
I couldn't remember if there was like an actual way that I felt that was described or if I can just make it up.
No.
I felt like, well, my body couldn't move, but my brain was still going, and I knew that I was going to die, and I knew that I was getting close to death, and I was scared, but I don't know if I was scared. I wasn't sure that thing was gonna let me die.
That thing being the dragon?
Yeah, the white one.
Oh, he would very much have let you die, yes. He would have let you die in heart. That was why he did it. To kill you.
Or not just to stop me from doing what I was doing.
No. No, he meant to kill you very much dead.
Why do dragons hate people so much?
I don't believe that they hate humanoids. They're like ants to them.
But
They hate ants.
but how could you even get a dragon to like you? You know, if you were just around and you wanted a dragon to think that you were cool, how would you do it? If you know, gifts?
It depends on the dragon. There are two different schools here. There are the chromatic dragons and the metallic dragons. The chromatic, they worship Tiamat, who is currently in the Nine Hells. And the metallic, they worship Bahamut, who is somewhere, astral, wherever he lives. Wherever he wants to be. It is, the chromatic are evil, jealous, but so are the metallic. They're not evil, but, or they say they're not. So it depends. White dragons typically do not want anything, but in this case, his mate wanted. He was hoping to replace the dead wizard on his mate's back.
If you really wanted to be friends with the dragon, maybe not that white one, maybe a different one, what would be the best thing to do? Like,
So, first of all, the dragon will never be your friend. You are an ant. They will not be your friend. You are not worthy of their time. However, they are interested in what you have to offer. So what do you have to give them? And it depends if it is a chromatic dragon or a metallic dragon. If it is a chromatic dragon, anything that you have, they will want and it will be theirs. If it is a metallic dragon, maybe, maybe not. But you are an ant, it will squish you. They don't care about you. No offense, you are lovely person. You're a lovely person, sure.
Abaddon's definitely like gonna just kind of look at her feet for a minute. After hearing that there's really no way from this expert.
She notices you look down. She's like, they will not be your friend, but you can have them. They will like you. You have a connection to the weave. Something that
Smile. And when she says the lovely thing, Abaddon's stoked. Like gonna kind of move in closer a little bit. You know,
she,
just
like,
physical.
leans back a little
Yes.
bit.
Damn it!
She's like,
Just gotta try.
Shoot your shot.
That's right.
she had to try to do like a. She's like,
No.
I told you, you were like ant. Squish. Oh, we have to be like a permanent party member. I love the way you play it. It was great.
Squish.
She's like, no, you will not be friend. You are ant. Squish.
squish you. She says, is there a particular dragon type you are talking about? A particular dragon? Have you met a dragon?
Started out, and there was a dragon who kind of trusted in me a little bit, and she really thought that, she thought that I was powerful, and she told me how powerful I am, and that I could, that I was worth something. And I liked her. But I know she's not safe, and, none of my friends are interested. And it does seem like they're kind of assholes.
Your friends are assholes?
No. Dragons.
Oh.
Nice save.
Welcome in, Raiders!
She was a blue dragon.
Ah,
I remember, yes.
yes. Blue dragons. She will not be your friend. She will be interested in you for your magic. But nothing to say that she cannot be useful to you. But keep in mind, she will always be 10 steps ahead. Whatever her plan is, you are not privy to it. And if she wants your abilities, it is for her own good. You mean nothing to her. What you have means something to her.
Well, thanks for letting me know all this about dragons. Can we talk again?
I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so I'm on this boat with you.
I just want to make sure that you liked me.
You are a lovely person.
Inches closer.
She
Leans
doesn't
away.
move this time, and she's just like... So you said a blue dragon. They are the most arrogant of all. Of all of the dragon types, they are very, very arrogant. But they are not stupid. None of them are truly stupid. The white ones have a more instinctual way about them. But blue, they are very wickedly intelligent. So, you must be careful.
Do you want to see my new ring?
Okay.
I'll just show her any jewels that I'm wearing.
Saying, oh, okay, we're finishing the conversation right now. That's fine, okay.
Do you guys want me to pop the heater back on? I just noticed I was getting cold.
Oh, that's
you guys
fine.
Cold?
That's fine. You can turn it on if you want.
Do it.
I just don't have my sweatshirt on. It's like I could put my sweatshirt on, or I don't know if anyone else is getting cold.
Let's
No,
get it
that's fine.
toasty
Yeah,
in
you can
here.
turn it on.
What is that?
Let's get it toasty in here.
All right,
Come
let's
on.
get it.
Yeah, so she takes a look at the ring and she lets you know what that ring does too.
Uh-huh.
She's like, oh, this is an interesting ring.
Cool.
Keep it close.
Does it need to be started with
Or not. We don't know how to start the heater. He can
It
probably
might,
come out.
it might just be a warm up. We might have to.
Well, because it's
slow-
got a pilot. Sorry, I didn't totally mean to break up the flow of anything you were doing. I was just
Okay.
cold underneath the table. Like
Yep.
my feet were getting cold.
Is there anything Zan's doing?
Sam's just kind of, puttering around on the boat. Nothing special.
Okay. Alright, so the captain does yell out to let you all know that, like...
We're good. It's on.
Alright,
Just had to let the pilot. I had to do the pilot a couple times.
to let you all know that we lost a little bit of time when that storm rolled in. Had to go a little slower, but we're still on course. So you guys continue on.
I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick. I know we're not taking a break just yet. Irick's gonna hope that we get a chance to talk to McCaff about killing more dragons. Just to throw that out there.
Okay,
That's important.
so we'll say day 3 goes by. And I'm going to roll. You guys did not roll for any kind of encounters, so. Oh man, he's not getting lucky here though. So the night is uneventful again, and actually the captain almost, he keeps looking out like he's expecting something, and at a certain point you hear him and Micaiah talking, and he's like, if you wouldn't mind just I just don't trust it when nothing happens for like 2 full days. I just need some eyes out there. She's sure. She takes off into the air and comes back, and it's like, it's quiet. There's nothing out there. But then in the morning again, another storm. And it slows down your 3rd day out on the water. People are starting to get a little bit nervous. You have plenty of food and stuff because you were on the ice hunter thing, but it's a mixture of like the delicacies, the like salted fish or seal meat, all of this other stuff. So people aren't worried about running out of food. It's always the water situation that's a little bit precarious, but for now, Larista seems like he's like, I know we're all frustrated, we want to get home, we're gonna get there. And he actually, at this point, on the 3rd day, he notifies all of you. He's like, we're actually gonna be stopping off Luskin, drop off our payload here. And McCath is like, thank you, very, very charming. Payload. And so you are heading south, but it's kind of like you're starting to come up against the coast as you go. And he's like, we would have been there by now, not for this weather. So hopefully tomorrow. So you are continuing on. Day 2. Do you want to roll me some D6s? Morning, and then I'll do it mid afternoon.
Oh, we got a
Nope.
jumper.
Does that count when it goes underneath the curtain?
Nope.
5.
5. All right.
4.
4. Okay. So let's see here. I had already rolled and then I forgot what it was. So the okay. So as the second day, Arik, you would have heard the captain saying that you're actually going to stop off in Luskin to drop McCath off in Luskin, which is on the way. And you would have already been there had not the storms. Another storm rolls in the morning and slows you all down. It's not like blizzard is just.
Are we supposed to bring her back to the council?
The cat says she wants to go to Luskin.
I don't like her.
It's just no. I'm not.
I picture Ark just like, wait, are we bringing her?
Like, wasn't that
all
what we were
of
under
you,
orders
like-
to do? I'm wicked confused.
If
Is
she
this
wants
something-
to go to Luskin.
hold on. Let me do this. Aren't we? So is not, or did I miss something in game?
No, that's. Well, I mean, you all are on the boat, and the captain
Well, yeah,
said
well,
you're
if we-
stopping in Luskin.
Okay, well, I'm gonna approach McCaff, I suppose.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
I don't know why you.
The
Everyone's
snow
looking at
is-
me like I'm fucking
The
weird.
snow is
No,
falling.
no, you're not.
The snow is falling.
It's-
No. It's just.
No,
What do you want to do?
McCaff.
Yes.
The Council of Lords, High Council of Lords.
Brothers.
Lord's Alliance.
The Lord's
Council,
Alliance.
Lord's Alliance Council.
We were tasked to bring you to basically break you out of there, but also to bring you back to them, so you may speak to the council.
Yes, I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to go back to the Arcane Brotherhood and report what I have found at the host tower in Luskin. You can tell your superiors that you rescued me, and I will sing your praises in front of the Arcane Brotherhood. And
We need a dragon expert. The council needs to speak. Am I way off base, out of game here?
No.
Okay,
You
because
didn't-
you were looking at me like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm
Sorry.
trying not to look at you so that I don't throw you off your role
Alright,
play.
sorry, no,
That's
sorry.
why I'm like, I'm
I'm so
purposely
sorry,
like
yeah.
ignoring you so that
So
I
I
don't
don't
break.
laugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know why, rather, what's going on in the wider world, yes?
yes, you informed me that this cult of the dragon, which I may have seen, they took the Dracehorn from Ruthator, that they are trying to summon Tiamat from her prison in the Nine Hells, and that you need to stop it.
And in order to do so, I think it would be very wise to come and speak to the council with all of your knowledge. I'm sure they would be very grateful, not just to you personally, but to your the Arcane
The Arcane
Brotherhood.
Well, they will. I do not make rules. I have not been back to the host tower in 3 years, so I will go speak to my superiors, and should they decide that they want to speak with the Lord's Alliance, then they will make that decision. Your Lord's Alliance do not have any control over me. They don't. I don't answer to them.
I realize that. I understand. I had hoped that you would do us that honor in return for you not being forced to live a life of servitude underneath a dragon. As practically a slave, maybe not in that word, but with no real will of your own. We did get you out of that,
You did, and I'm forever grateful to you.
but not grateful enough for a few days of your time.
Well, should the Arcane Brotherhood decide that my time should be spent talking to your council, then perhaps I will see you all again.
I certainly hope so.
Are we all together hearing this?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to be. You guys kind of. It's not a very huge boat. It's 70 feet long, but even if you saw a conversation started, you could be like,
oh
This
yeah.
whole time, regardless of my tone, Ark's actually trying to be kind of polite.
Mhm.
I don't know how that came across. He's not trying
No,
to be
you're
dickish.
polite.
He's just trying to be like, really important if you come with
Be
us.
awesome.
We did fucking save you from a white dragon.
Asshole.
That was her.
And it would be much easier to convince the council that you are taken against your will if you speak to them. Otherwise, they may believe you are working willingly with the dragon, seeing as how you helped us. Only after we defeated the dragon, they may not take that very well on the side of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Her like yellow eyes, she just kind of looks at you. She's like, the Arcane Brotherhood is not afraid of the Lord Alliance.
Has nothing to do with fear. It has to do with optics. The Arcane Brotherhood and you, as far as anyone knows, has been neutral, other than the fact that they've given up on you, the Arcane Brotherhood. They did not send anyone who was able to get to you. The Council did. The Council wants you back.
Well, we will see. When I get back to the Archmage, I will speak with them. It would have been suicide to send someone after me, and who was I? I was acolyte, been there very recent. The tower itself only just got built, just before I left.
Aye, so it's been 3 years. It's also a long time for your place to be replaced. They may not want you back.
That's not how it works. No.
So,
Abaddon
so you leave your brothers behind, never to come find them, but just expect them to show up one day?
Well,
Doesn't really seem like a very strong brotherhood.
the Arcane Brotherhood, it has a very strict policy of who they bring in the first place and what they are willing to let go of in terms of resources. Once you come in, the test that you have to take to get in the first place, they would not give up.
So five adventurers were able to do what the entire Brotherhood could not, or were not willing to do.
Indeed.
I say if she wants to go.
Jesus
let her
Christ!
go.
He's there.
She looks,
I know. I was like,
She
holy
looks
shit!
up.
Our prisoner.
she looks at,
Prison keepers.
My fucking chest.
yeah, she looks
Of
at you.
course,
She looks at you, or
for
not.
window.
Oh my god.
Security purposes. I'm talking.
She looks at
He's
you,
got-
or
he's
not,
got
and
a-
she just like
He's got a
nods.
gun to the small of her back. For security purposes, we'll stay with her.
She looks at you, or not, and she's like, yes, I agree. Listen to the small one here. Are you my new jailers, or?
Abaddon is gonna whisper to Eric, just tackle her and get her. We have to take her back. That's the point. I don't even like her.
You will go with her to the Arcane Brotherhood.
No,
You
no,
will
no,
Speak on behalf of the council.
no.
Oh, yes, yes.
No,
You're
no,
free
no.
to go.
You don't understand. You cannot come in to the host tower. Only I can. They will not see you. They are not
And you can-
interested in
And
you.
you can bring them out to us.
No, no. No, little man, no. What will happen here is that you will bring me to Luskin, you will bring me to the host tower, you will drop me off at the pier, should you need to. I will go back, I will speak to the Archmage. Yes! Yes, baby. I will speak to the Archmage, Kashan, and then they will reach out to your Lord's Alliance. Your leaders. They know who they are.
Oh, there's no need. We'll just be outside the gates, waiting. And who knows, the last time you were in a tower of the Arcane Brotherhood, a dragon came and destroyed it.
No, that was
This
many
time
years
that
ago.
won't happen, because we will be there to protect you.
That was hundreds of years ago. I know you are very old, and so time must, all mesh together. But that was a very long time ago.
How many secrets did you tell the Great White Death while you were his captive?
Well, secrets are mine to have.
I don't need to know them. It's just if you told the Brotherhood's secrets to a dragon, they may not want you back.
Well, luckily, this is a a burden that is on me to bear, all you need to do is bring me back to the host tower to fulfill your mission.
Which would be to
You
bring
will
me back
not
to
have the
Waterdeep.
magic protection against dragons that you would in Waterdeep.
No, I will not.
The White Death will find you if you're not protected.
We left, I mean, he can always try on me, of course, if he wants to. But I will be in the host tower. The thing to remember about the time that the old White Death came to the host tower very long ago, hundreds of years ago, he did not come alone. He came with many, many dragons, and there were not as strong priests and sorcerers there. So, should he come again? Very interesting if he would. All of the dragons are being called to Tiamat. I don't know how he would find any who would be willing to come try to recreate what they did all that time ago. But at the end of the day, I am not coming with you to Waterdeep. I am not doing it. Unless you are my new jailers, in which case you will have to speak to the Arcane Brotherhood. And if you are looking for the Brotherhood to not be neutral and to help with my knowledge, I would recommend that you bring me home and let your leaders speak to my leaders.
So we'll remember that.
Fine.
Trust meter has gone all the way to the other side for Zan. Now Zan's no longer convinced that they were a prisoner.
Both fucking hate her.
She just looks at all of you as you're looking at her. She's like, I'm glad we could come to an agreement. Unless someone's going to begin jangling keys to my cell, I will get back to my studies. A little like white, her yellow eyes like kind of.
We're not taking any prisoners or slaves or anything of that kind. We want what's best for all. And right now, all means the world, literally.
We will see. We have heard this before. There's always something coming to destroy the world. But I agree. They have the Dracehorn. The Dracehorn is very powerful. Very disturbing. If they have this, if they are trying to do a ritual to bring back Tiamat from her prison, that will almost definitely need many souls, many people. If they are not already gathering them together, they will be soon. But that is why they would be using the dragons as well.
To gather souls?
To protect where they are bringing the souls. Where Tiamat will rise. Have you heard where she will be rising?
We haven't discovered that yet.
Would you care to enlighten us if you know?
I do not know. I was in an iceberg for 3 years. You all have been gallivanting around and seeing the bright sunny days, and
Well, now so can't you.
indeed, I'll catch up on lost time.
Perhaps a token of good faith. If you will not come back with us, perhaps you have something in those scrolls that will be of use to us against this threat of Tiamat.
I do not. You are welcome to keep the mapper that I gave you, Abaddon.
Thank you. I will.
Maybe that will help you.
I was looking for something more concrete. A dragon busting cannon. Arcane knowledge.
Well, I must share my arcane knowledge with my superiors, and then should they decide to join in on your endeavors, they will share them themselves.
For all of our sakes,
Really
we
upset. I
hope that,
promised the gods to be nice.
for all of our sakes, I hope they do. Irish gonna walk away. He's done.
No change in her expression as you walk away. She's like,
You're gonna get fucking fired. I mean, this is like the second time we're showing up with a fucking busted up mission.
Unless you want to kill her and take her back in pieces. I don't really see that as an option.
No,
That was said out of game. She did not hear me say that.
her right now and tie her up with plenty of magical ropes and gag her mouth and
I have a feeling she's pretty powerful.
She's obviously a pretty high level magic user. I don't think that's gonna work.
so Macath, as you like, you're having this conversation with each other in your brains kind of thing. Like, Arik walks by, looks at her, you guys make eye contact, and that conversation just occurs as you just, like, keep walking. And Macath just kind of looks at all of you, and then she turns around and goes and sits back in her spot. She doesn't even look at you again. She's not worried about you. Sits down. And when...
I'm not rescuing anybody.
And Zan, you would notice too, like, as this is all occurring and like it breaks up, you kind of look and you see people are like rowing and like other people. You're like in tight quarters here, so conversations are, you know,
Not private.
not private. People are like, oh shit.
Oh snap.
And as Arik walks down the length of the ship, we'll take a break. This is 6:30. And I didn't realize. Sorry, everybody. So if you are in the chat and you have not yet, please type !ticket to enter into the giveaway. We only have 4 people who have entered, so you've got a good chance here. And we will take like a 15-minute break or so, and we'll be back around 6:45-ish. And yeah, please !ticket to win a BD&D merch item from our lovely sponsor. Transitioning now.
What are you talking about?
Hey,
No,
folks.
no.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Hello,
know.
everyone.
Yeah.
We are back.
I know. Teeth. Not the first date one.
We are going to be doing our giveaway. So,
Well, I mean,
for
depending on
those
if
of
it's
you
really
who
first
are
date.
in the chat, if you have not already done so, please enter !ticket to enter into tonight's giveaway. And we're going to do that giveaway, and we are also doing the giveaway for the almost critical dice that...
I so wish we could enter for those because they're so fucking cool. They're so awesome.
The almost critical dice that this month are the Aureate Ecto. It is a beautiful green with gold. I don't know if my thing is not loading, but and it comes with a card, a certificate of authenticity with a number. This is set number 26 of Series 2, and that is going to be given away in a moment when I pull up the chart. But first, let us choose our BD&D giveaway winner. So, I am going to close the giveaway !ticket for one more second. I know that there is a lag of a couple of seconds. So, here we go. There were only 4 people who entered for this, so you got a 25% chance. Not too bad. And they're a little
In
smart.
case there was any doubt, Lee just sent me that. I didn't know
So-
she took a picture of me
Aw.
doing the beans like I
Close the
said.
giveaway. And we are going to draw a winner, and the winner is Das949.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congrats,
There
you
we
have
go.
won a BD&D giveaway. Just message me and let me know what you would like. And I think they had caught up on the other items, or at least I saw a message from them recently. So I'm keeping it calm in regards to overloading them with winnings. Anyway, Now I'm going to pull up my little formula thingy that tells me who won the monthly giveaway. So again, this is for the BD&D. I'm sorry, no, this is for the Almost Critical dice and a lovely dice tray that comes along with it with the NAT30s and Almost Critical logo. You can enter these throughout the month using your channel points, becoming a patron, or engaging on Discord. And I just need to pull up the monthly giveaway winner thingy, and it will tell me up at the top. So here we go.
She's so sad.
The winner is Lore Shadow 88.
Hey!
Hey!
Lore Shadow 88. I need to write this down. And actually I'm going to write it in here because it will change when I leave the thing. So thank you, Lore Shadow 88. I've seen is a compound regular, so maybe they came along with the compound network. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for entering into the giveaway, and we do this every month, so keep on using those channel points. All right. So back to
Phone's down.
the game. The snow is kind of falling from the white sky. It's not a, overwhelming storm, but it does continue throughout the day, slowing things down even further. But the night comes and the storm begins to taper off, and the stars are shining as the clouds part and move on past you. Another uneventful evening, uneventful night, unless there's anything you wanted to do.
Art just so badly wants to hop on the carpet and fly, but he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait.
Again, just picture him like under like a tarp thingy, and he's just like staring at that rug.
Pretty much.
You see like a couple of folks who are on there just kind of like look at you every once in a while, like look at you, look at the rug, like,
Oh, it's with this guy.
just like,
Boy, he likes that rug.
yeah, right. Put that rug, is there a body in it? But yeah, nothing happens this evening.
Is McCath like avoiding us or not?
No,
still,
she
doesn't
like,
give a fuck.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
She's just doing her own thing. If you want to go over to her, she's right there.
Yeah, I'll just go sit next to her again.
Okay.
I meant to ask, you said something about that robe of the useful
Yes.
items. Did you have a different, you said a bunch of stuff that was on it. Was there other stuff besides that? You said that there was more. You said something about there was like way more different.
Yeah,
patches
so
or something.
with the robe of useful items.
And we can talk about it later. I just opened it and it just happened to be on that now, and I did not want to forget.
Let's see. How the robe of useful items, you are supposed. It comes with those things that I mentioned, and then you roll 4d4.
You want me to?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. So while you're sitting there, you kind of pull a robe out and take a look at.
Yeah, it actually has a chart of stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I've got. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you want me to roll
4d4.
4d4? Alright, so
Let's see. How
that's
many?
a 3 and a 4.
Okay. So 7 and.
That's another 3 and a 4.
Okay, so there's 14 more patches on there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll a d100 and let's see. We got you've got a wooden ladder.
I was hoping for the Mastiff.
A bag of 100 gold.
Ew.
A spell scroll that I will figure out.
Oh, I have spell scrolls, by the way, that we can share.
Ooh, baby. Good, because I got a ring you might like back. Yeah,
We've got
Oh,
another spell scroll. So 2 spell scrolls, so that's what, 4, 5. Another one.
Another spell scroll?
Yep.
God damn, all this
Figure
stuff
out
I
what
can't
these
use.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because it'll come in handy at some point. So this is
another
one. Is
wooden
this
ladder.
one? Is this one of each?
One of each. Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yep.
making sure.
Another wooden ladder patch. What are we at? Is that 6?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Another wooden ladder.
God damn it. I'm the ladder man.
Another wooden ladder.
God damn
Bunch
it.
of ladders.
This is just
24
all-
feet long, each one of them.
24 feet.
Do you have to be able to carry these around?
No, it's on the,
It's-
they're patches
yeah, you
on
can,
the
like,
robe
rip
a
that you
patch
rip
off.
off.
Yeah, I have this robe that has
That's
all these
sick.
crazy patches on it, and like some of them are daggers, so I can just like rip the patch off, throw it on the ground, and it becomes a dagger.
Nice.
A silver coffer that is 1 foot long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep, and it's worth 500 gold. I'll just roll until you tell me to stop. Another bag of 100 gold.
You're gonna keep rolling until I.
I
So you hit
lost
14.
count until
Oh
I hit
shit!
14.
Okay, all right. Sorry. So that's okay. So it's 4,
just
5,
gonna
6,
keep rolling
7, 8,
all night.
9. That's 9.
How many things do you
And
want?
then you get
Hand it out
another thing
patches.
of gold, which will make 10.
You don't.
Another bag of gold, yeah.
Okay.
73. A rowboat that is 12 feet long.
So that was 11, I believe.
Let's re-roll that. A riding horse with saddlebags.
Ooh.
We at 12.
That's 12.
Another wooden ladder.
God damn it! Anybody looking for some wooden ladders?
And the last one is a window.
Okay.
2 feet by 4 feet.
2 by 4.
Up to 2 feet deep. Which is pretty fucking solid.
So I can just like
Which you
throw
can
that on a
place-
wall and it becomes.
On any vertical surface that you can reach.
Okay,
So-
shit. This is gonna require. I'm gonna have to
There's a
rewrite this. I
lot
wasn't
of stuff,
expecting
yeah,
it.
no.
Any
So, any vertical surface you can reach. I mean, if you
surface-
want, like, those are the things, and if you want to look up the robe, it'll tell you.
Yeah,
Like the
it's right on the
details.
actual
Oh,
thing when
yeah.
I added it.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know if it'll actually give me the. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, cool. I wanted a pit. It's a cube 10 feet on a side, which you can place on the ground within 10 feet of you.
Oh, a
Running,
pit? Oh,
running,
yeah, yeah.
grab it, and whip it on the ground behind you, and somebody's just like, la, da, da, what?
Pitfall.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Yeah, so as you're going through the robe, you're like, huh.
Neat.
More gold, gold, ladder. But then there's a horse. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you didn't.
It
know
already
that.
had 2 of the following. So I already had. Oh no, there is no other ladders on there.
No, you had rope.
Daggers, bullseye lantern. What's a bullseye lantern?
I believe it's a lantern that shines out instead
Oh,
of
okay,
shining
yeah.
all over.
Alright. Steel mirror, 10-foot pole, hempen rope, and a sack.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you got 2 of those.
2 of those each. Cool. Thank you.
No problem. All right. So you're sitting next to McCaff. Erdnot, are you still there? Are you washing babies? Just want to make sure I'm not ignoring you, even though you're.
Yeah, I think
He's-
he might be
he's-
because they, yeah.
Okay.
He's
they
washing
were
the
jumping
kid
in.
named Buckets with like cold ocean water. Good hair, you have ice in your hair. Scrubbing the kid down.
All right. So the night goes on. Nothing. I'll have each of you roll for day 4 as.
What,
Let's see.
what was it again? A D6?
A D6. Yeah. Morning,
1.
noon, and night. Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, 2.
and a 6.
Okay.
That's
All
pretty
right.
nice. Shut up.
What's this? Yeah, so as you continue on, what's his face is the captain.
What's his face? Half face.
What's his half face is he has like a smile on his face. He's like, we're gonna make good time. We'll maybe even be there at Luskin. He goes over to tell McCaff like, by maybe the end of the day, we'll get there. And he's like, I'll have him go faster so we can make up the time we lost. And yes.
Can, at some point, Abaddon wants to talk to Zan. Just mosey over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say the morning.
Lisa, are you wearing the backpack this whole time with the egg in it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
because I think I have
out of
like
game.
all the treasures and shit that I have.
Abaddon
on me.
has their backpack with her all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, Zan, come here. Dan.
What is it, Abaddon?
Do you think, like, could we? She's gonna be whispering.
Mm-hmm.
What if we told the captain that we should just go past this whole Lusker? What is it?
Luskin.
Luskin.
Or Luskin.
Luskin.
Luskan.
What if we just told the captain to keep going rather than stop it? And then she wouldn't have a choice.
That is true, but that doesn't guarantee that she'll cooperate with us.
What should we do? What do you think we should do?
Right now, we don't really have much course of reaction to stop from going back to the Brotherhood. I don't know about their customs or their laws, if they'll even grant us a meeting, but it seems as though she does not want us to meet with them. I think at the very least we should try.
So I guess we're going to Lusker.
It seems that way.
Okay, bye. And she'll walk back to McCath.
When you approach McCath and go to sit down, she's like, talking about me?
Well, it's a little confusing that you won't help us out.
What is confusing?
It just seems like it would do everybody good if you came back with us.
I think you all are very confused. To do nobody good if I go back to speak to your leaders without speaking to mine first.
But we can go with you.
You cannot. You can certainly try. Feel free. Follow me. Follow me to the entrance of the host tower and see what happens. You are not members of the Brotherhood. You will not be allowed in. Certainly try, yes. Be interesting. I've had a very boring time for the past 3 years, so I'm happy to watch a show. I will be sure to turn around so I can see all of your faces very clearly as I walk into the tower.
Well, we'll take your warning. But we'll see. We'll see when we get there.
We will indeed, yes. We will. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
That's all I'm gonna say. Just gonna
Go back
just
to
like,
reading.
yeah.
At about midday, you hear somebody yell on the ship. They're like, "Starboard! Starboard!" And everyone's like, everybody kind of turns. They're like, "Dolphins!" And everybody, like half the boat, they're like, "Oh!" Some people are rowing. They're like, "I want to see! I want to see!" And you go over to the side, and or technically this side, and you see a pod of dolphins that are just like swimming alongside of the ship as you get closer. To the, you can just barely see out that you're approaching land at this point.
I'm just going to point him out to Micaiah, try to cheer her up a little bit, like, hey, look at the dolphins.
Micaiah, like,
You can do that.
smiles, and she's like, "You know what, I can." She goes, she becomes a dolphin, and she just, like, goes with them for a little bit alongside.
This is such a happy... You ever see the movie White Squall?
No, I've heard of it.
No, yeah. Pat gets the reference then.
Oh, they're about
I
to be
saw the
killed
look
by,
on
like,
his
orcas
eyes.
or something.
Huh?
I
What'd you say?
said they're about to be killed by orcas or like a shark or something.
No.
Oh, all right. So
It
they.
ends in it's a happy movie.
Okay, good.
Not
so.
one scene though.
Quiet. Let her live the fantasy of it being a happy movie.
It's happy. It's called White Squall. It can't possibly be.
And it has dolphins.
Yeah. So they continue and go alongside you, but they distract the crew for a little bit. Like, LaRusta's like, get back to work! And Karish is like trying to pull people over. Like, they're cute, I get it! Get back to work! Slows you down a
What's
little bit.
McCath
But
doing when the dolphins are...
McCath, like, she comes over to look for a minute, a little smile on her face, because it's been a while since she was not in an iceberg. So she just kind of looks over the side and hangs out watching for a little bit. She doesn't really interact with anybody else. Yeah, so that happens, and everyone's spirits are a little bit higher as you begin to get closer and closer to the City of Luskin, which you see off in the distance as you're approaching. More ships are starting to come in. The city is in like an inlet, and it's very similar to the layout of Neverwinter in a way. But it kind of goes in, and you can see that there is a river that flows like in between. But there are also islands in between that, like scattered. And one that stands out even as you're approaching, you can see this large spire-like tower that almost looks like a tree. It goes straight up, and then it kind of like branches out, like little pieces are branching out like a tree. It is white and black, and like there is no mistaking that this is the host tower. Like it looks like an arcane tower that magic-y people are in. And McCath like stands up and looks as you begin to approach, but you don't go straight towards that. The piers are actually to the left, so you continue on and dock in the piers of Luskan. McCath begins gathering up her things. She looks at all of you. She's like, "Are you coming with me?"
This is above our pay grade, Zan.
It's obvious you don't want to help us, so we are not going to stop you.
Believe me when I tell you that this is me helping you. They must hear from me. I will give them the information that I have found.
So you can get your story straight.
My story is already straight. It's very clear.
Aye, it is.
And then they will decide on their own. And should I be summoned to your council? If my leadership allows, then I will go. You have done a great service for the Arcane Brotherhood. The information that I was able to find and learn, especially from a known dragon that the tower has a history with. I will be able to share it, and should the Arcane Brotherhood decide to help, we'll go a long way.
What are your personal feelings? If you were in control of the Brotherhood, I know you're not, we know you're not, but if it was you that had made a decision, knowing what you know, what would you say?
I would say that I will convene with my leadership about what I have found, and they will make a decision.
I asked if you were the leader.
But I am not.
But why don't you just tell us, for once, the truth? And Zhang casts Charm Person.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. What save is that?
It's a wisdom save, 15.
Probably not gonna work. Not just that, but I think why don't make an enemy?
No, I have to find. I do have her thing. Oh, there it is.
She might just get mad.
That's like punching her in the face. It's
We'll see.
Mind control.
she's a no. She's
She
a
will just
magic
answer
user.
us truthfully.
If and if it just slides off of her because she makes a save, now she's not gonna. Fuck. It's
She'll
like,
know for sure that we don't trust her.
it was above our pay grade.
All right.
Ark's been in the military. He knows. We're not generals. She's not a general.
That is a 19.
Oh.
Does she know with that you tried?
I think only if it works for charm person.
Because it casts, yeah, it's after.
It says after the duration they know, but I don't believe it says anything if it fails.
You just tried why don't you tell us for one, like the Jedi mind trick?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't think I will.
Yeah, it just says when the spell ends, it knows it was charmed by you.
Okay. Yep. So. No, you just you look and you feel like you're trying to penetrate some kind of the weave around this sorceress, and just kind of
Would Arik have known?
feel.
Would Arik have noticed what she was trying to do? Since he spent a lot of time. No.
If he would have noticed, she would have noticed.
Okay, fair point. We understand. You have your leaders and we have ours, and it'll be up to our leaders to make the decisions.
Well, it was lovely to get to know you all, and thank you for saving me from my horrible ice prison that I was in for 3 years.
Just try to impress upon your leaders the severity of the situation.
I will.
That's all we ask. Thank you. And Arik is just gonna turn around and walk back.
Pay grade. I said pay grade. Bob, pay grade.
She does kind of walk over to you, Abaddon, and she takes your hand, in her hand.
I don't know why you're expecting you to say paw. Your hand and your paw.
And she actually has her other hand. She places underneath yours, and for a moment you do feel like a pressure, as if there was actually a hand there, but it's not. Her left arm is not truly there. And so she just kind of puts two hands over yours. She thinks, "Be very careful with your blue friend. Remember what I said. You're an ant under her foot. They are very, very smart. Very, very arrogant. Don't let pretty words cloud your judgment."
She's gonna try to hug the calf.
You try to hug her. She's like, "You eat." Girl, yes.
You just got curved.
Big time.
She's a little bit taller than you, so she's just like,
Got friend zoned by my cat. Like you tried going for the kiss and she was like, oh.
If you don't try, you always lose.
So she hops down off and she starts heading down. She does not even look back at you all. Like, if you're not following, she's just like, and she heads with purpose up from the piers and into the city proper. And you can see from your angle in the piers that the host tower is to your left, and it's on a bigger, on an island, and there's another structure on the island with it, but there is a bridge that leads to one, and then another, like, you have to cross a couple bridges to get to it. And she just heads off into the busy square that, you assume she'll get to that bridge eventually. It's like 3 o'clock-ish when this all occurs. And the captain looks at you all and like, "Here we go."
Aye, we have no business here now.
And get you to Neverwinter, and it's too dangerous to head down any further. Right now. Just winter. Getting to the tail end of it, though.
Aye, we can make our way back to Waterdeep from Neverwinter.
Alright, let's go. yells out to the crew. I'm gonna have. Oh no, you already rolled for the night. So you just head down, coming out of all these other ships are passing you, heading into the harbor, and others are.
Are there any ships that have like flying Sea Hall flags or anything like that, or nothing?
No,
There's
not
none.
up here. No, nope. All right. So you continue, and I did roll a thing. So the night comes, the weather stays decent, and the captain tells you it'll probably be another like 3 days of travel down due to the storms having screwed you a little bit. Who is keeping watch for this night? Like who keeps a middle watch? We'll say.
I'll take my watch.
Alright. So. Oh shit. So clear skies, stars, and no clouds to be seen. The moon is like half waning. So you can see a little bit out as you're looking across the open waters. Son of a bitch, I rolled the wrong thing. Okay. I'm gonna have you roll D100 because I rolled something and I lost it, so I'm just gonna have you roll.
Do I roll
Find
a big
it.
one or do I roll?
Either one. Either way.
It's the
2d10s.
Can I roll? Can I roll a big one? I want to roll a special one. Yes.
All right.
I mean, not
so-
that almost critical dice aren't like near and dear to our hearts, or aren't like some of the most special dice in the world, but rolling a specialty. I'll take the really bright one. Yeah. It's
All
like
right.
rose gold or something, right?
Oh,
What do they call that?
baby, look at that.
Right? Or is it a silver? Holy, yeah.
That's good,
That-
Rosie.
That's like fucking holy
Kill
shit.
somebody with it. Yeah.
You could. It's not it's not hollow. I thought that space in the middle was like.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't even want to roll it on that. I'm gonna break it.
I'm
Move the egg. I know, right?
Just in case.
I'm gonna call that a 31, right? This right here, I'm gonna put my finger on it.
Ah.
That one said 31, or is it 81?
31. Yeah.
Sorry.
Old people doing stuff.
All right. 31. All
Old
right.
people.
Old people
That's
doing
70s.
things.
D&D.
So,
I really couldn't see it either. That's why I
It was
was like,
hard.
you, as you're continuing along, it is dark, quiet. You can hear, like, the waves hitting the side of the boat. People are still rowing, but it's slowed down a little bit. The night crew is on watch. There are people making the rounds, just kind of looking out over the water, and you squint your eyes at a certain point and you can see shapes on the water. They're in the direction that you are heading, but you're looking off, and as you get closer to them, you see humanoid ghostly figures just kind of walking on the water. They are different ages, heights, hard to tell, maybe like humans, maybe half-elves, maybe elves, more of a human-ish type beings. And they're just dozens of them. And you're not heading in exactly their direction, but you're kind of they're here, and you're getting, they just get closer as you head in that direction. And the captain is roused awake by somebody, and you hear him, and he's like, "Everyone, quiet." And you hear quiet, quiet. Everybody's stay quiet. But as you approach, they're just these blue-white specter figures that are just kind of walking, almost like they're going about day-to-day activities. You see a couple talking to each other, and it's you're watching a scene being played out of people wearing kind of general clothing, shopping, hugging each other, whatever. Just something is happening on the water, and there's a bunch of them. And as you pass, you get within, everybody stops and just kind of watches. and you get probably about 75 feet away from like the nearest one, and as you do, they suddenly all stop and just turn and look at the boat. And you all just slowly continue on, and they just keep their view on you as you all go. Children size, people in kind of like more regal clothing, it looks like, just like an entire village or city or town of folks just staring at you as you
Arik feels very sad in his heart for these people, but as he's holding like the gun on the sidewall of the ship, he's almost crushing the wood because of his experiences with the ghosts. Like his hands are like gripping that so tight.
yeah.
But he all at the same time feels really bad for all of these folks.
Yeah, and they stay staring at you, at your boat, until
I was gonna say at me.
No,
Fuck.
well, I mean,
At me in particular.
they're looking at you.
Okay, that changes things.
They're looking at you, they're looking at the boat.
And hide.
You feel like
See you guys, I'm on the carpet. I'm surfing away.
you do make eye contact with at least one of them. It feels like they are peering right through you.
Yeah,
And
he's
they-
had contact with a few ghosts before, and it was always either creepy or life-threatening.
Deadly.
Yeah, they just stare until you all cannot see them anymore, and you looking back at the boat and like everybody on the ship who was awake. Some folks remained asleep. Everybody is just like you can see that their demeanor has changed. They're just like, that was terrifying. The people whispering to each other, like, so glad that nothing happened just then. But yeah, just an overall sense of like dread has taken over the boat.
God,
as you
no one heard none. He would have like Eldritch blasted.
Let's just see what happens.
Yeah. I half
Yeah.
expect to hear him say, "No, I would not."
So, next day comes.
Arik
let's
is not
see.
going to sleep very well that night.
Okay. Morning, afternoon, and night for day number 6.
The D6.
4.
1,
Okay.
5.
All right.
1 full 5.
You have another day of lovely weather as you continue on. I mean, everyone's getting very comfortable at this point. People's spirits, the ones who saw the ghost the night before, like everybody kind of talks it out, and those who wake up in the morning are like, it's a bright and sunny day, we're almost home kind of thing, or like, we made it for the most part.
Not Arik. Arik's like, fucking ghosts. He had bad dreams last night.
Yeah. Nora Leah like approaches you at one point, and she's like, well, at least you didn't have to be afraid of, ghosts. I didn't see a ghost on that card. No lightning. We made it so far, buddy.
Buddy.
Almost there.
Yeah. Not all of us, but that's the risk you take.
That's right. And everyone here has performed admirably.
Yeah.
And thank you for your service on what was the name of the iceberg?
Oya Vigaton.
Oya Vigaton. Thank you. It's
Thank
hard for
you
my
for your,
tongue to pronounce such words. It's easy for you. You've been,
Yeah.
I don't know about these ways.
Thank you for your 50 gold.
It's well spent.
Indeed. What are you going to do when you get back?
We've got business with the council, Lord.
It's a council.
Lord's
There's the
Alliance.
Lord's Alliance, which
Yeah,
is...
I'm trying to remember the one that we got the writ from. That's the council.
So it's technically it's the Lord's Alliance, because
The Council of the Lord's Alliance is what I'd say, just to cover all those bases.
it's like, oh, political stuff, fun. What the fuck
No.
is that?
Whoa, that is a big bug.
I think it's a wasp. The fuck? Alright.
I thought that was what she was doing. While
That
she
is
was
a-
saying that to
What
him.
the hell is it?
That's a
it's
stink bug.
It's a stink bug. Jesus
Oh.
Christ, it looked like a wasp.
It looked
Fucking
so much
stink
fucking
bug.
bigger than it was.
I know. Jesus.
It looked, the
They're
wings
all
looked like it
over
was
my
this
goddamn
fucking
house.
big.
Okay. Sorry.
It's gonna just drop off and land in the air.
Oh, I think
Want
it
me to
ran
turn
out.
that up?
I think it ran out. Or did you have it on medium?
It's on medium now.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. But it wasn't making that noise the whole time.
Yeah, she just was like, Mom, politics, huh?
I hate it.
Yeah, me too. Slaps on the back. The sailor way. Abaddon, now that
Gotta be
Mikatha's gone, you doing anything on this day?
I turned it up.
You don't have to. Just.
I'm actually gonna check on my orb
Oh, okay.
and see what my mom's doing.
All right. Yeah. So you look into the orb. It is morning time. So, peering in, you see your mom. And she is actually sitting at the breakfast table. It looks like she's eating some food, chatting with folks who are around. It looks like probably your sisters and your dad.
But they look safe and fine. That's
yeah,
basically
and they're
what
just
she's
talking.
checking on.
Yeah, you can hear them talking about like just random stuff, like something about the neighbor and what the neighbor said. We believe it's the talk of the town. Ever since Abby came home, the journey.
Oh boy.
And you hear your mom go, "Don't worry about it. Don't even give them the time of day. It's all gossip. We don't have time for it." So she's having that kind of conversation
Okay.
with one of your sisters. Probably the oldest one. Anything Zan wants to do?
Nope, Zan's just waiting to get back to the council.
Just sitting there like.
Fucking hell.
I hate
Are you doing
boats.
that in secret, by the way?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You want to roll a stealth
Yeah.
or sleight of hand? I guess it would be whichever one you want. Stealth or sleight of hand.
It's the same.
I thought you were handing me something. Sorry.
14.
Oh, Zan, you what is your passive? 16? Yeah, it
17.
is. You see this. No one else does. But looking over, just kind of looking out to see, like, kind of, you keep looking to see if you can see land, even though you know that, you got a little bit of time left, and you just kind of look over your shoulder and you see Abaddon, like,
Felt that she lost that orb.
yeah, you have a moment of, like, wait, and you remember
Lenathon.
seeing Lenathon crush the
that,
orb, and all the little glittery pieces fall from her hand down into the ground in front of you.
Is she kind of like alone right now?
I mean, you're never really alone.
But like, she's not like engaging with anyone else like directly.
Not if she's
No,
looking,
I don't
yeah.
think
Can
no.
I-
Just taking a look.
Sneak up behind her to get a closer look.
Stealth check.
She's turned into one of those what's that commercials.
Okay, 14.
14. Abaddon, I'm gonna let you roll for that because you're paying attention, but you were also trying to do this without other people seeing. So I'm not gonna go with your
Like the
passive
ba-dum,
because you'd be paying attention.
ba-dum,
So you can
ba-dum,
roll a perception.
ba-dum.
There is a chance he did a bad job for once. Oh.
16.
Oh, so yeah.
Perception.
As you're looking at your the orb, you see like a
It's a
shadow.
little hard as the boat.
The boat is swaying, and at a certain point, he's like,
Oh, okay.
He's
Like
coming
how far away?
he's coming up.
Oh, okay. I'll just drop it back into my outfit.
Come up or
Yeah.
to her. And there is no orb in her hand, and
Then just gonna sit down.
He's just walking and walking and it just
I
like
think he just like,
sits in the
No,
Just
he's
kept
not. He's
crying.
not gonna like sit down like facing her. But he's gonna sit down close enough to her and just. Lenathon crushed. Kind of like the orb you were just looking into.
Yeah.
Nothing out loud.
Okay.
He's not trying to blow your spot up, but now he's curious. Shady acting. He's kind of getting deja vu.
Wow, real nice. What?
Why'd you look at me?
Oh, you calling me out on truth?
I don't like you noticing shit.
How dare you assume something I've already done before?
I'm going to. Abaddon is going to pull out the resilient sphere, which seems like about the same size.
Okay.
Is that accurate?
Yeah. It's
So this is a sphere that's 4 inches in
Oh, yeah.
diameter.
yep.
Yeah.
It's about the same thing.
So I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm gonna be like, and show Zan, and then drop it back in my clothes,
What's that used for?
and I'll say, that's not quivered, right? I'm just going. We're just
Yep,
chatting.
we're just chatting.
We're just chatting. Let's see.
Beads of
This-
sweat coming off Abaddon in the cold. Just
Right.
Just chilling.
This is neat because I can catch something in it. I can catch all sorts of things in it. Big things, little things, any creature.
Really? Do you have anything in it now?
Not yet. Do you want to hold it?
Yes, I'd like to see it.
So I'll pass it to him.
You see this sphere? It's like this shimmering. As you hold it, it has that like view of like stuff.
Anything like that? It's just
no.
kind of like a sphere.
Yeah, it's a sphere, and like when you look in it, it looks like it's like hollow in the middle.
It's very nice, Abaddon. Only, I've seen your face before, and you've seen your family. Please don't lie to me.
Oh. What would Abaddon do?
Lie to him.
Yeah.
Like immediately. No, sir. Like, no.
Nuh-uh. So she'll say,
And before she does
okay.
that, Zan's just gonna tug at the weave, and she won't know that he's cursed her, but he's going to curse her and give her disadvantage on charisma checks.
oh, bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay, alright.
Would she be able to detect that or feel that?
She can't
not
feel it, but she
unless
might.
there's a save against it.
I'm only asking because they're friends and they're standing in each
Nope.
other's face.
Not unless there was a save.
Zan's had a bad day for conversation, so
He's mad at tieflings.
just wants the truth for once.
Right. So she will. Abaddon's gonna say, you did catch me. I was thinking about my family. I know that we're headed back to Neverwinter, and I was just, they came into my mind again, and I was worried that something might have happened to them. Something might have happened to them while we were gone. That's all.
You could make a deception or persuasion.
I mean, she ain't lying.
Or actually, I would say you make an
Just made a
insight
wee
first.
Weasel out of you, so weaselly way out of that.
Ooh, that's a. Oh, I'm not that good at insight. So 15.
All right, and then you can roll persuasion or deception, either one, depending on what you're doing.
Disadvantage.
And it's at disadvantage.
That means I do
Twice and take the lower.
twice and take them.
Yep.
Let's see, which one will destroy this? Oh, fuck you. What's 7 plus 5?
12.
So 12.
Okay. Which one was it? Deception or persuasion?
Deception.
So you do, you can see that Avedon is holding back.
Okay.
About which parts, you're not quite sure, but there's definitely not the whole truth being told.
I believe you when you say you're worried about your family. I do. I know that they mean a great deal to you. But I also know that you would lie in order to try and protect them. And then walks away.
She's just gonna. Avedon is. She's just gonna let him walk away, I guess.
Zan's gonna let her stew.
Yeah.
You will watch him walk away, and then you like look over to your right, and you can see Micaiah is off, probably a good 10 feet away, but she's just looking at you.
Oh, of course she is.
Yeah, and she's got her look on her face
She's got her squinty eyes.
a little bit, and then she just turns and goes to sit by herself.
Okay.
Cool. So, the day goes on. You have gotten extremely lucky with your rolls. And have not encountered anything.
Except each other.
Except each
I know,
other.
right?
Right? Very, very lucky so far.
Zan's just trying to make enemies out of fucking everyone. McCav, Avedon,
just wants to hear the
you're all
truth.
lying
Just give
to
me the
me.
truth, damn
Just
it.
tell me the truth and I'll leave you alone.
Terrible tiefling.
Yeah, and the weather just keeps on keeping on for you all. Yeah. So, the night, you have a lovely night of nothing. Like, you continue, the waves. It's just like, at this point, it's almost relaxing. Like, you're trying to make sure that you don't get too caught off guard or, like, going into this and thinking, you're, like, looking for stuff. You're waiting for it. And
There's
it's-
gotta be something.
There's gotta be something, but nothing is happening. Like, the dolphin thing, yeah, the ghost's a little creepy.
Terrifying for our.
But yeah. This evening, actually, I'm gonna roll a d4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. During your watch, you're just kind of like sitting there thinking about Avedon,
Lying bitches. That's what you're thinking about.
thinking about McCass, and like disappointed. And
Why
so
am I not trustworthy?
there's something wrong with me.
Oh no, I don't like
I
Van.
know
That's
my
him being
friends
sad.
like
Just
me.
doubting himself. It's like, I'm just trying to do the right thing. No one wants to help me.
And as you're
my
kind
heart.
of thinking that, looking, you kind of look up at the sky for a moment to just, that like, is it me? And then you see an arc of lightning just go. It comes down and like suddenly sits as a ball at the top of one of the sails and begins to like move a little bit crazily amongst the sails and go. And you can hear, like, you can feel like the change in pressure around as it's like moving its way, and other people like they look up.
What time of day is it?
It's middle of the night,
Oh.
like almost. I did like the 4th roll, so it would be like you're the last
Before
of the- like, oh look at, you see worried faces like Karish, the half orc, second mate, first mate. comes over and is like at the bottom looking up and is watching as it darts across, and it's hard to even see what it is. Very, very bright, but then it just like arcs over, and then it's like a ball, and then it goes back over, and it just kind of moves around for a good like 3-4 minutes. Everybody's just sitting there watching, kind of like shoots off into the sky. Nothing. Everybody who was awake and sees like look at each other. Like Karish is like, never a fucking dull moment.
Good thing Noralia and Ark weren't awake, because Jesus Christ, she would have been like, you brought this!
Yeah.
This is for you, buddy!
Right. That's why I rolled. I'm like, I want it to be Arik, but I can't make that decision. Yeah, so it just happens. Luckily, there's no
remnants.
no.
nothing
One of the crew, like one of the halflings, climbs up and checks things out. Like, no damage. Like, weird, but Karish is like, we'll take it.
I reckon. Zan will just keep an extra close eye out, looking for anything out of the ordinary after that.
Alright. Yeah, you guys are. Oh wait. Ooh, I got a 71. Hold on. So the next day comes, and it's a little bit colder this day. Slightly
Ooh, it's a little
colder.
brisk.
The wind picks up around you a little bit, and
Enough
you
for us, enough
you
for me and
bundle
Xan,
up.
Oh God, this can't get any worse.
Me and Xana walking around like nothing with our boots. Right? Those special boots.
Yeah.
With the fur.
Boots with the fur.
You can roll morning, afternoon, night. We'll see if anything occurs. If not,
5.
5.
4.
all right. No, you're good. Like this day goes on.
Right.
There's nothing more to see here. The night comes, and LaRusta is like, weather's been fucking awesome. Nothing's fucking happened at all. Shit, let's keep going. And you've got one more day.
We're gonna pull into the harbor. We're gonna see it, and it's gonna be like the sinking of Edmund Fitzgerald when he's sitting like a mile off course.
So, your weather is beautiful. It is a beautiful day.
Big stink bug.
I know these things. They're in my house all day.
Me too. But that looks like a wasp flying.
Yeah,
around.
no, I thought it was. Like, it is too cold for that shit. So,
Are we rolling?
yeah, you can roll. The weather's beautiful though. Just absolutely
warm
gorgeous.
or-
It is like it's not warm.
4 of
Worse.
2.
All right, nope. You.
2 4s, because that's what
I'm
we
gonna
got.
roll just because I feel like something should happen. Let's see what this is. A 92. What happens
Dragon.
on a 92?
A white
Dragon.
Whoosh.
And Aruthatar has found you.
Oh, Artie. Get out of
All
here.
right. So.
Arutha. Whatever.
Arutha twat.
Or Arutha twat.
A ruthless twat. How's that?
Arutha twat. Fucking dragons, bro.
Pick one.
Off in the distance, there's a boat just like floating, and you see a like small spark of light that goes like up, like a flare, and Larusta makes the decision to like veer off to go, and you find this sunburned, very clean, but half elf, and oh wait, I'm reading the wrong thing. Fuck. 92. There it is. This cleric, and they're a half elf. They come onto the boat like, oh, thank you so much. I've been out here for like 4 days. Got lost. I could have taken care of it myself, but I appreciate it. You just find that this person is extremely arrogant. Like, the air that they give off. They say thank you, but I've done it myself. But, you know, I appreciate you all coming in.
You know?
Yeah, don't mention it. You know, you're fine. You're like, I know I'm fine. Yeah. Winter faster. You know, I'm gonna go when I get back. I'll go to the temple, and I really appreciate it. What's the name of this boat? And he tells him the name. You get anybody on the boat, just come on over to the temple of Shantia, and I'll tell them, and you'll get a free.
Back massage.
There you go. This guy knows.
Oh, I've been in the back rooms of Shantia's temple. I can tell you, they know how to get you right. Did you actually write that down?
No.
I just saw you writing down. I was like, I was fucking around. Did that just become canon?
I
Did
never
Shantia
know
go-
when NPCs are gonna pop back.
All right, I was gonna say,
you
do
know.
they have back room like massage parlor rooms now? Holy shit! No wonder Zan's all about it over at
Yeah, and they
Greenest.
all look like that bony cleric that
Hey, man.
de-aged you.
Hey man, she made me feel young. Yeah, all right, she made me feel young.
So you veering back. By the end of the day, you find yourselves coming back to Neverwinter, and you can tell because the temperature changed. Like as you begin to approach the pier, and you can see or the docks, you can see other boats starting to come and go. The traffic gets a little bit heavier, and it gets warmer, noticeably warmer as you get back in. And LaRusta is like, this is what I love about Neverwinter. Neverwinter. And you pull into the docks of Neverwinter Harbor. And I think that's where we'll stop.
Cool.
We traveled, which I extended because I was hoping to have 4 people here for the next leg of what you have to do. But yeah, you pull into the Neverwinter Harbor, kind of shed a couple of layers, and it is day
Something I had
27.
forgotten about while we were on the boat. Arik has those scrolls
Yeah.
that he had found. I mean, we could do this after or something like that, like, or you know what I mean, if you wanted to end. But he's got Gift of Alacrity, Cause Fear, Firebolt, and Arcane Lock. And obviously he can't use any of them, so he would ask both Erdnot and Avedon if they would have anything that they'd want to trade for it. We can do that afterwards or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just because I doubt that we have like our inventories easily enough to,
Yeah.
you know, when we're haggling against each other or whatever.
Yeah, and I would say we'll want to figure out what they can use.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
I'm not sure like what they
Yeah,
each.
I don't know either. So, yeah, we'll leave it here in case there's anything you all want to talk to LaRusta about before he drops you off. But thank you everybody for hanging out, and we are going to call it, and we'll be back on next Sunday
All right.
in Neverwinter to see what y'all gonna do next.
Oh boy.
So,
Didn't sound super.
Something up those
I gotta figure out
sleeves.
somebody to raid. So, thank you everybody for coming to hang out. We've got no, they're not playing D&D. We've got Mercs of Mischief or Daddy Warbucks or Wayward Worm. Nope, they're not playing
I
D&D.
like the Mercs of Mischief. That sounded cool.
All right,
That's a
let's
cool
do the
name.
Mercs of Mischief. We're gonna raid them. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. Raid Mercs. Thank you for the raids, Role Players Guild, and
What did we top out at?
oh, I don't know.
I couldn't keep it on my phone because I don't have a good enough connection. So.
And Hecatomb. Alexander Hecatomb, thank you for the raid. Awesome. Alright, so we're doing Mercs of Mischief. Did I spell it correctly? I did.
Sorry for the low energy. We didn't have our rambunctious old man.
Yeah.
Well, it was also a lot of travel, and I was trying to make that happen. But we'll see you tomorrow. It is Monday for Midnight Monday, and then Tuesday for Wicked Independent Prestige Incorporated. And, yeah.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging out. Bye. You guys were
Bye.
awesome. Bye.